And we're live. Good evening, everyone. I am Schmuel Buckman, and this is Tuesday night with Schmuel. And joining us shortly would be the Reverend Bob Levy and a good friend, Mr. Pat Dixon, will also be joining us. How's everyone tonight? Oh, let's go into the comments. Terry Nee just became a member. Hey, Terry, thank you. We may even lose the hat tonight. Let's and we've got to get this whole thing started. I am Schmuel. We may lose the hat and move on. And let's just see. Why am I hearing myself double? And I'm not. There we go. It is. We've got double. To make sure everything is closed. And there we go. And comments. Let me scroll back up to the top. And we're mint diggity. Before Bob comes on, can you comment on the JMO versus Ashley feud? Ashley said on B by B, you were out on JMO. No, I talked to JMO today. Well, we chatted, and I am not out on JMO. Gave him my thoughts. And we talked a bit about it. But no, I'm not out on JMO or Ashley. We'll talk about that later. Thank you, Cigarette Jones. Check out the Schmuel Talk memberships, peeps. Yep, we have a $1.99 membership, which just helps to go fund me getting a little bit of the money back that we've spent on all this. I've got, let's just say, we're doing it. Can't possibly be worse than boring. X. Anything is possible, my friend. Anything with Shmuley is possible. So, let me just minimize that screen so I'm not distracted. Move my chair so I'm a little bit more in focus, and we'll take off the hat. How's that work? I think we're good. Submit. Let me scroll down, and you guys can re-ask those chats again. And we're gonna welcome in about 2 seconds the big guy. And Lou Cipher for $1.99. Lou, you buy your Hackamania ticket or you a guest? I am a purchaser. I don't reach the level of guest. And to be honest, I don't think there are that many guests. People that there aren't that many free tickets that go out. So I will say that to you. Let's add to the scene the person you're all here to say. Good evening, Bob Levy.
What's up? Nobody's here to see me. They're here to see you, brother.
Yeah. That's true. All they want to do is see me. They're hoping I fall over dead during this, and they'll have that memory for their life.
Yeah, either one of us, it could happen to at any time. This is pretty cool. We'll see who nods off first. We'll see who just collapses. This will be good. We'll stay on all night. Let's do it.
We got our buddy Pat coming on. He's the late nighter.
Yeah.
So he'll he'll be able to fill in. How are you, man? You've been missing in action from the Dabbleverse, which is probably a good thing. But you've been doing a lot of the Perry stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. I go on once a month. I'll be on Thursday, and then he comes on mine like the Saturday, not right after that, the one after that. So,
And
and
how's that been go?
yeah,
How's
it's
that?
fun, man. I have fun with Perry. Perry's a good guy, you know. Just had to deal with like a head injury, but he's really nice. I chat with him all the time, so I love him.
I met him in Potts. Well, I didn't meet him, but I saw in Pottstown um, when Perry was there,
You were
and I
there?
yeah.
I had no idea. You see, this is so fucking weird. Did we give each other hand jobs or anything? Like, I don't know.
No, but you did look down. Cardiff signed my wife's tits, and you looked at them.
Okay,
And no, you were very nice. I was sitting by your wife actually for quite a bit of the show,
okay,
so that was cool.
nice.
Um, so let's just see here. I got Isaac Walmart just became a member. Thank you, Isaac. That's
Right.
great.
Everybody
Terry
subscribe and get in here and fucking become a member.
Terry Nee. Bob Levy is still alive.
Yes, you seen me yesterday, you idiot.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good dude.
I know. It's funny how these names stick with you through this, right? Like it's been a few years, and some of these people they're the same people that you remember from the very beginning, you know?
Yeah, they have nowhere to go. So, Terry Nee's stuck, so he has nothing to do. He's old. He's married. I guess he got nothing. So he'll be with us forever until he dies.
That's kind of I think that's a symptom of all of our lives, Bob. You know, you get you get old, you get settled, and but we'll do some looking back, a little
Mhm.
bit of looking back tonight. I got the clips you sent me of
Yeah,
Otto, of Otto and George,
yeah.
and was looking at those. But it also put me on a little bit of a what's the word that I'm looking for? Rabbit hole and
Okay.
looking for other stuff for you. Nice podcast, stupid. Bob asked Buck about giving out money at Hackamania.
Okay. Who's? Oh, Buckman. Okay. You gave out
Yeah,
money
yeah,
at
yeah.
Hackmania?
No, somebody has said that I was standing there handing out 20s at Hackamania
Jeez.
to Ray and Pat. And it's obviously a case of mistaken identity because if anybody knows me, I don't part with my money easily. But th- they, you know, but there are worse things that can be said about a person. So,
Yeah.
I'll live with it. At least they didn't say that I was, trying to give it Ray up the poop chute. Um,
You could have. You could have banged Ray with a hamburger, like at Pottstown.
Yeah. Oh
And then
God,
he.
I
Yeah.
I forget about that, and he's still pissed off about that.
Well, it's like people are gonna see stuff. Like I didn't see it. I didn't even know it was hamburgers. Like he must have just got a couple and just left. I have no idea. But yeah, he about the pink blanket. He was all mad. Nobody said a fucking word about it, and he goes, "All right." He just starts screaming. Oh, all right, I had a pink blanket. Well, like, I don't even know what he's fucking talking about.
Yeah, he also does the thing where he goes like, he'll say to you, "Listen, I'm staying in Tim's room, but don't tell anybody. Tim doesn't want anybody to know."
Yeah,
And
that's
you find out that Tim has told everyone, and
yeah.
then that's how the pink blanket story
Well, I think
got out.
Cardiff seen him with it. Cardiff seen him go to his car, so he kind of followed him a little bit, and he went out there and got his pink blanket, which he takes. It's the weirdest thing. The way he travels with, what does he have? A laundry bucket, like he brings, like that's his luggage.
So I always thought they were laundry baskets, and
Yeah,
then in Atlantic City this year, they are actually like Rubbermaid tubs
yeah.
with a lid. And let me just repop up. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
little bit new to the super chatting thing, but
Okay.
NJ Ranger for $1.09, two elder statesmen with a combined
Yeah,
age of 250.
I thought Ranger was. Wait, I thought Ranger was the other guy. Wait a
That's
minute.
Saint Ranger, 1959.
Yes, yes. And I'm saying, you're not fucking old. I go, I seen you on a video the other day. I was watching a show you were on. And he's like, that I would never lie to you. I didn't lie to you, and then I realized it was somebody else. But it's too close. Somebody's got to change it.
Yeah, he's because this guy, if this guy's 30, I think he's probably under 30.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's what I was
Saint
saying.
Ranger, 1959. I met Ranger. Speaking of Ray, I met Ranger at a Ray birthday party at the Liberty Tavern,
Okay.
and he told me who he was, and I'm like, I always thought the Ranger guy was like from 1959,
Well, that's why.
but
Why would you have that in your name? If you, that's what I was arguing with him about in my chat, and he was like, he was a little pissed for a while.
what I think they come from, you know, it's like they come from different environment, different places. So it's like, oh, I'm sure this NJ Ranger's been using NJ Ranger since he was a kid from some
Yeah,
video game, and the other guy was like probably in the army or something.
yeah.
Um, so
See, like
fun.
Terry Nee loves Ray. You know, everybody loves like Ray is like, you know what I mean? He's a simple man. Like he's very simple, if that's the way to explain him. He doesn't need much. He doesn't need women. Like I don't know how you live without banging women. I just don't get it. It's weird.
I look, I don't either, and I keep saying this. Like I've been with him when the women are
Hmm.
the women are attracted to him. I mean, he's a good looking guy, and they come up to him. And I've never seen a guy like turn more down than this guy. Unbelievable.
Nah,
And
I'm good. I don't want to go back to your room.
yeah, well, you know, I don't want him liking me just because I'm funny. Uh,
What are the odds of that? So you know what
Rev,
I mean?
yeah, Reverend Fug Lee for 4.99. Welcome to the AARP hour.
Yes.
Bob, this guy's hairline makes yours look reasonable. It's not Terry Nee's birthday.
It's actually Rev Fugly's birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Rev Fugly. I
Yeah.
thought Rev Fugly's birthday was the 10th of October.
No, it's like whatever today is. Today's the 11th.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
if Rev Fugly got a DM from me on October 10th wishing him a happy birthday, Rev, that was my mistake because it was mine. And I thought we had the same one. I thought somebody had mentioned it, but I guess they were just prepping for your
Wow,
birthday.
that's kind of gay. So you hit him up. You
No.
had the same birthday. You see, that's weird. You see, you can't hit up men like that. It's bad enough about birthdays, but to do
Well,
that.
because I always like to hit him with the list of who we share the birthday with.
Hmm.
And, you know, it's Brett Favre, but the big one is Diamond David Lee Roth.
Wow.
And I find it really funny, but
Yeah.
that I wanted to do it. And of course, he didn't respond, and now I know why. Um,
It happens, man.
I'm fucking slow, Bob.
Hey, it's okay. Look, I like this slow. I watch your show. You were on with the first time I watched it. You were on with Panhandling. I liked it. It was a very good. It was a laid back show. That you know, it's good to just sit back and enjoy yourself and talk about whatever. I
Yeah,
like.
there's, you know, it's we do, you know, we will occasionally do a clip, but like there's enough clip shows, and then there's enough going after people
It was
kind
enough
of shows.
everything.
So like, not that I'm adverse to doing that, but we like to do it. Sort of look at it at a higher level, like, well, why are they doing
Mhm.
that as opposed to just what it is.
Mhm.
And the final boss who's back
What's up?
for Bobby, know what I mean? Miss you, pal.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Mhm.
What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
That yeah, it's interesting. It's been I'll tell you what, it's been an interesting
Mhm.
run. Um, I honestly, I started this because I was talking to Dave Sarah on the phone and we were goofing around. He was like, we ought to do this online. And
Mhm.
then we started together, and he's got family stuff, which keeps him, and he's on the West Coast. We couldn't get times together. And I was doing, I thought, oh, this will last a couple of months. And it was kind of fun. And,
Yeah.
you know, and it's slowly been building, and I've been enjoying it. And
Good.
I'm learning all of this as I go, so completely fucking up along in the process.
Mhm.
Um, so expect an audio or video issue at
No,
some
that's
point
fine.
tonight.
Don't worry about it. You
I
know.
I don't. That's the I think that's what makes people crazy is I so don't care. And you know, you reach a certain point in your life where you're like, eh, you know, You've been through a lot of things. You know what's important and what's not.
Yeah, and I like your, wild, insane eyes when you're looking for shit, you know? Yeah, it's like you just like, you can't believe what you just seen on the sidewalk in front of your house when you just walked out. You have that look.
Mersh, it was very funny because Mersh um, didn't like me the first time he heard about me, and for some reason,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "This guy, he's no, he thinks who he is, and all that other stuff." And then the next thing I know, he's like, "I can't stop watching his eyes."
No, no, it's like it's fun. It really is, and it's relaxing. You know, it's not like you're gonna scream and the mic is gonna be all trebly and stuff. Yeah, dementia is fun, Terry Nee. Why don't you join us, motherfucker? You did join us. I forgot about that.
and
It's all
I
good.
and I have screamed a few times. So we won't let this turn into discussions about Medicaid and Social Security and when's the best time to
No, we
take
can't
it.
do that. You
And
know.
uh, Brian Landon wants to know,
Mhm.
Bob, are you still selling out the prison tour?
I haven't. I didn't do it last year. I don't think I'm going to be doing it this year. It was fun. I mean, it's weird, but it's fun, and they definitely enjoy the show. You know, we could play a little basketball before they come into the gymnasium.
How tough is that though? Like I'm sure they've got to censor you a lot, right?
They try. Sometimes they try, but we're like, just let us do it. We know what we're doing. You know, 'cause, these people are in for like, killing their grandmother, and I can't say the c word. Come on, you know.
We wouldn't know how to get them upset. I was listening to Johnny Cash the other day, and he was
Hmm.
playing live at San Quentin, and he says, "Ah, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die," and
Hmm.
I'm like, I can't. And of course, the prison audience cheers, and I'm like, I can't believe they let him say that. You
Yeah.
know,
No, I mean, look, they have a lot in common. You know, everyone's like, yeah, I did too. This guy's cool as shit.
but that sort of leads me to the direction of you guys when you started out, right? You guys were uh, amazing, right? And you did crazy, crazy stuff. And if you did, and you would only think that it would get easier and easier, right? Like society would loosen up and everything else. But if you guys did the shit that you did then, if you did it now, they'd be putting you in jail.
Well, yeah, the people would have heart attacks, you know? I mean, I did the ass eating bit in Florida one time, and, this guy as soon as I get off stage, the guy pushes me, but I didn't really feel it, so I went to the back, and I'm sitting there, and I see him just, like, dive in the air as I'm sitting on the couch, and I just grabbed him and, like, spun over, and Bob Gullop was there. He's an old-time comedian. I just got him stuck in the wall, just pummeling him. Right. We go outside. We're walking. They're getting thrown out. All of a sudden, the guy pulls a knife and tries to step up a step and stab the owner, but he tripped a little bit. Now he went outside to his car. They're taking off. The owner jumps on the hood of the car, and they're taking off. And he goes off the car. He comes in. He's all out of breath. He's all like scuffed up, and he goes, "Don't do the ass eating bit tomorrow night." That's all he could say. And it was a fun time, you know?
I I got to hear. I want to hold on a sec. I want to put this picture up um, first because
Mm,
this was really the first place that I saw comedy, and hopefully I got the right
mm.
picture up. Let's just see here, and yeah, we could set that up a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a little small.
Yeah.
It
All
looks
right.
like Pips, if I'm not mistaken, is it?
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
Rodney,
Wow.
right? And
Well, what is with the picture? What is it? That's okay. That's I thought it was Otto for a second, but that's George Schultz. That's
yeah,
the kids owned it when I was there. Who's the guy on the right?
I have no idea.
Wow, so this might have been they opened in 1962. This was the first comedy club in the United States. It was
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, great, like, fucking like seafood place next door, still there where that area is. Randazzo's, I
The
remember. Yeah, there it is right there.
Pips Comedy Club. So I remember it more with the shitty looking Pips, which was
Yeah.
the first picture. I mean, it really was like I remember going there the first time and
Hmm.
being very excited about it, and it really was kind of a dump.
It was a very small room.
Yeah,
It was very tight. You really like when you were in your seat and you had to get up to people had to almost move so you can get by, you know? And there was, you always wanted the seats up on top a little bit on that row before you go down to the bathrooms because
right.
it was more open. But it was like, I guess it fit maybe 120, if I recall, like around there.
But that was the first comedy club in the United States.
Yes. Yep.
Wow. I had no idea. So I grew up in Rockaway, and
Hmm.
that was in Sheepshead Bay. And for you guys that don't know, they're pretty close to each other.
Hmm.
Not that Bob knew because he was from Jersey,
No, I
but
know.
that's on like
It's on the
Sheepshead,
Bell Parkway.
right, right off the belt.
Yeah,
And there's Randazzo's Clam Bar, right, which is still there,
still there.
um, which isn't very good, but
Yeah.
you
You don't
know,
think so?
it's
It was back then. I mean,
I was excited to go, and I took somebody there a few years ago,
mhm,
and they kind of serve the stuff in aluminum trays.
mhm.
It's much more takeout than I remember.
Okay, okay.
But were you there when what was the other big restaurant that was open there? Lundy's. Remember
Lundy's
Lund?
Lundy's was closed, I think, when I by '88, I think, if I
Yeah,
recall.
we went there as a kid.
Uh,
There was like the mob was involved in that, and there was
yeah,
like a mob
everything was.
shooting there and everything. That place was wild.
Yeah.
Um, I just remember going there as a kid and being fascinated. They did reopen it because I know I went there in the 90s or the 2000s, I guess. I went there and it had reopened, but it couldn't stay open. They couldn't that neighborhood just changed so
It
much.
changed. It totally changed. Your next door was it's all the Russian mob in Brighton Beach. It was back then, but now it's like headquarters, I would say.
And the Orthodox
Yeah.
are really big in the Sheepshead Bay area and they don't go out.
Well, for the softball league they're in, that's it. But those outfits are good. I like them.
Bob opened a comedy club with Shakespeare.
It was a long time ago. I don't like to talk about it.
Well, you've had several adventures,
Yeah.
right? In
Yeah.
the in comedy clubs and
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was insane. It's like it's not like it is now. I think comedy's more watered down now than it ever was because you basically, if you're on a show with two other people, sometimes they're not even, you know, it's not even worth having them.
yeah, and they don't the comedy is not as fun as the comedy club isn't as much fun
I
as it
mean,
used to
some are.
be.
Some let you do what you want. Look, everything. When I go, it's like I do what I want. I wouldn't even listen to somebody if they tell me what to do. I just don't go back. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You know.
But yeah, but as an audience person, it's like
Hmm.
some of these places you feel like um, they're ripping. It's like they're ripping you off. I can't remember which one it was. I don't drink, and I went into some
Hmm.
comedy club, and it was like there was a 2 drink minimum,
Yeah.
um, and they charged me like my wife had a couple of glasses of wine, and
Yeah.
then they charged me for 2 drinks, and I'm like, we had and it was like we have a 2 drink minimum, so
Per
I paid
person.
like $14 for a Coke, but
Yeah. You might as
there
well go back to drinking, man, because they're gonna get you.
my
It's a
yeah,
rip off. That's how they do it.
that's why I love Uncle Vinny's.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
You bring
the
your own.
it's the only BYB comedy club in that I've ever been to,
It's
and
great. It's actually great, and there's a liquor store right next door. You can get everything, which is wonderful.
Right. It's one of the few comedy clubs where they don't have to worry about you walking in with liquor.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
it's so funny because everybody's got like at one point they would have like their stuff on the side, whatever they had. Now they put it in ice buckets and shit, so it looks classy.
Yeah, it's amazing. The what do you call it? It's so different. It's such a
Mhm.
different experience when you go there because you're just so not used to it, especially if you've been to other comedy clubs. And the thing about Uncle Vinny's, it's fine. I think you have like a $35 minimum
I,
at the
I I think
table.
I think it's like a two item, like maybe like a appetizer or something like that at
Well,
least.
they have a minimum. They have a like an actual cash minimum, and I don't
Oh,
remember what it is, but it's like you can get a couple of meals out of it, but you can also use it for merch.
oh,
So
really?
yeah, so it
Damn.
makes yeah, it's we'll leave it up to me to know that.
Yeah,
But it's great because it's like if you go there, but when we go there, their food is pretty good.
it is.
Um, so and Dirty Deeds, who's from that area, $20
Yeah,
minimum.
minimum. Yeah. What's up, bro?
So yeah, Deeds.
He
And
came, yeah, when I was there.
I
Dirty
th-
Deeds, was that you? He's a good guy. He really is.
Where were you, Dirty Deeds? Where were you?
I think he got me a bottle of bourbon, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yes, yes, yes.
He he's another one of these guys I met at Ray's birthday party, and it was a couple of years ago, and it was just so funny because it's like you start putting faces to names,
Mhm.
and you have no idea what people are
Sometimes
talking
you're
about.
usually disappointed, but some like, he's very normal, you know what I mean? Some of these people, like, you're like, "Oh my god, you just blew everything." Yeah.
I know. What's Ray's future? Living in an elderly basement forever.
Well,
Uh,
yeah.
Ray is an interesting guy. I don't, I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I,
know how you can live like and like people that it was his parents' best friends, and then he's living like it's like you're just saying, I never want to get laid. You can never tell a girl that, we're gonna go home, we just have to be quiet because unless they died, because there's a good chance of that.
well, yeah, not and certainly not at 51 or 52,
No,
right?
right away, it's like people, women, they have to be going, this is not, what I'm looking for.
Well, I feel like you could have pulled it off in the divorce days, living in the basement. You probably could have said to somebody, "Hey, be quiet," or
Well,
go
yeah, but
down.
I never would
Like,
bring it there. I can do like, but the whole thing is I paid 5,000 a month to live in the basement so I could see my son, It was, to me, it's worth it, you know what I mean? To me, it
right.
was worth it.
Yeah,
So,
but what I'm saying is, you got kids,
mm,
you're divorced, you're living in the basement. You could get away with that. But
oh, yeah,
when the girl finds out you got no kids, you never been married, you're like, wait, and you're living in a basement? The
yeah,
hell's going on?
and how do you take your luggage on a plane? Does he carry luggage on the plane? Like, does anybody know this? Does he put it in the hamper when he goes on a plane? Because why would he take it to, if you have a suitcase, it's like you don't want people to see what you're carrying, That's kind of weird. You
I,
got your socks folded, your underwear, and like, so when he goes on a plane, does he have a suitcase?
you know, I don't know. I've only known him to be on one plane trip. That was to Vegas for Hackamania
Hmm.
1.
Hmm.
And Dirty Deed says, "Call me crazy, but I like Ray."
I like
Uh,
Ray too.
but we all like Ray.
Yeah,
That's the funny part of
he's
it.
peculiar. Is that the word? It's like it's normal, but then you will find the bodies at one time. It's just the way it is.
I say unique, but
Yeah,
peculiar is fine.
yeah.
And I was busting his balls just the other day because he's calling. He had a colonoscopy, so you would think that Ray was the first person that ever had one of these things,
Okay, yeah.
and he's calling me for days about the colon prep and how to do this, and then he's telling me talk to Doctor Steve about it,
Oh man,
and
really?
then he called me one. Then he calls me one day, and he asks me, "Could I FaceTime him so he knows how to fill out the colon prep stuff?" And I'm like, "Ray, it's a bottle. You just fill it to the line,
Yeah,
you
it's
know."
pretty easy.
And Terry Nee, Ray is a survivor.
He
But in
is.
any event, he goes through all that stuff, and then I don't hear, and then he has the colonoscopy, but I haven't heard. I didn't hear from him for 4 or 5 days afterwards,
Because he
and
must
I'm
have
like,
loved it.
wait, you put me through all this
Yeah.
prep. Could at least tell me what the result was, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Like when I got mine, I was like mad that I didn't feel anything like the next day. When they put that fucking, they put like, what is it, like 30 feet up your asshole or something? It's pretty fucking insane. And I didn't feel anything. So I'm
Nah,
like, God damn it. I should have been sore a little.
I know you definitely want. It's like you feel like you should be injured somehow with all the
Yeah.
stuff that you went through.
Well, my pride was. That was it. That was the only thing that really hurt on the way out. But like, it's so weird. You just wake up and it's over. That's the weirdest thing. When you get put out, whenever you get put out for anything, for surgery or whatever, it's over. It's like nothing even happened. It's fucking crazy that can be like that.
Yeah, and Dr. Steve was telling us
Hmm.
that you're not out during
Hmm.
that. Like you think you're asleep, but it
Really?
messes with some memory thing or something in your head. Yeah. So I guess they can talk to you during it. Um, but yeah, it's the one thing like you're on the table and the guy says, "All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit."
Yeah.
And then you're like,
You're gone.
you feel like they're waking you up 10 minutes later and it's been
Hmm.
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty wild. But men with our dignity, we lose it with the first prostate exam, right?
Yeah,
The
and the lady's like, "You got to come back in another 10 years." She's like, "Oh, not really. We're not really." You get to a certain age, it's like,
my my favorite story, and I assume that it's true
Mhm.
about any of these things, was Brennan getting turned down for the
Uh-huh.
prostate exam because the doctor thought he wanted it too much. It's
Oh,
like a
you have a
female doctor at like an HMO, and he kept asking about it and asking about it, and she told him no, she wasn't comfortable doing it.
well, that's it. She asked for it too much.
Dirty deeds for $2. Ray's sending you my cold and his clean card. Yes, yeah, I did get the polyp update, and I see that mommy is in the chat, and she let us know too that eh, his he had a polyp removed. And that's what I was trying to explain to him. I'm like, because he's it was just so fun. I can't believe I'm talking about Ray's colonoscopy, but he's just going like he's sweating it, and it makes me crazy when guys sweat this stuff because it's like you just do it. Get it over with. It's done. Don't think about it. And the more you think about shit, the worse you're gonna make it, and then you're finally gonna go, oh, it's easy and it's over. But I was because he's like, I could just go in a box and then they could, send it off. And I'm like, it's not the same. It's not the same.
It
And
doesn't work that way with sending it like that. It's not. It's definitely not the same. And what if you mail it to the wrong address? Then so you send
exactly.
somebody shit.
Exactly. And then, yeah. And it's just like the next thing you know, it's not, that's how they find the bodies on I-80 when the cops come knocking on your door because you were sending shit to your neighbor in a box. It's always something else you get caught for, right? Never the thing that you did.
Well, that's what they'll be like. He really slipped up. That's
Yes,
what you're gonna say.
they finally got him.
The old shit box we got him with again.
I get Michael Jackson now, propofol. But
Mhm.
yeah, Terry Nee, the only thing I will say about that is I have terrible trouble sleeping, but and the propofol sounds great, but it wasn't like I felt rested or
Mhm.
anything after, you know? It
Yeah.
just it just goes away. And but when I did my first one of those with propofol, I drove myself home
Oh, wow.
and now they were like every time I've had it done since, they would only let you leave when somebody comes in. Like they have to see
Yeah.
them,
Yes.
right? And my wife went for hers. She was in Manhattan and I picked her up. And they actually brought somebody outside with her to make sure that I was there. And because she
Yeah.
said, oh, she had like an endoscopy or something. Once she said, I just took a cab home. But, you know,
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
no more. You got to have somebody. You have to have somebody come pick up. So luckily, Ray has mommy, because he would have had to go with one of his comedian friends.
Oh,
But
shit, she went?
yeah, well, I know that she picked him up, and she took care of him.
Jeez.
Yeah, Ray is. I don't know that mommy ever had a boy, but Ray is definitely her child. She
Like,
treats him
yeah.
like a son,
Oh,
and,
wow.
and
Jeez. That's, he's a lucky man, right?
yeah. So this Aussie guy, Bob, his name is Schmuel. Not surely you're not obligated to laugh. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm not even I'm gonna call him Mr. Buckman because there's no way I'm putting that together. Now, is that a stage name?
That's the it's a real name.
No,
I what do you call it? Uh it does get it doesn't really get confused. Just because we look so different and there's not a lot of crossover.
so
But
it's Shmuel.
Shmuel, I mean Shmuel Buckman. It's not
Shmuel.
like,
So there's
yeah.
like an M in it right off the bat, and fuck the S,
Yeah, it's
right?
SCHM, yeah.
Okay, so Shmuel.
Yeah, they give kids names, and that's the deal.
Mhm.
D times two, my son, I always wanted.
You
Yep,
see?
we've all figured that out. I did see KB trying to make fun of Ray for having to have mommy pick him up, and I'm like, we all need a mommy in our lives, you know?
Especially when you're 50, that's the time to start. That is.
Yeah.
That is, you know?
So if we go back, it's funny when you go back with Ray with the
Mm,
clothing. This was the thing that blew me away.
uh-huh.
So we're in Atlantic City, and I thought for sure that he had like a laundry basket, like a regular old laundry basket, but
Mhm.
he doesn't. He's got like these giant Rubbermaid tubs, right? And what's the one thing you do when you're on the road is you take as few things with you as you possibly can,
Yeah,
right?
especially if you have to carry that with you.
Right? So we're in Atlantic City, Super Bowl Sunday. Ray had four wardrobe changes. I
My
shit you
god.
not. And it was like a different hat, a different t-shirt, you know? And thank God for the ladies, because they're the only ones that would notice, you
Yeah.
know?
Was he sweating? Like, is he, like, one of them sweating people? I think he is, right? I think
He says he is.
yeah.
I've never seen it, but I have seen the thing with the chicks. That's the part that blows me away. Is it's like uh it's not, like they say, you don't have game, or you don't have that thing. He doesn't need it because they come up to, like, 'cause they're coming up to him. It's not like they got to plot and go around,
Mhm.
around the room, and he just turns it down. Like, I, I, I think Obnoxious John used to say that
Mhm.
he would always get lucky at the comedy club when he went with Ray because of how much it's like he would take Ray's discards.
Oh my
um, but it, yeah, but like how women are, right? Like
but
they
where is
see
he gonna
perform.
bring him, like, basically? Like, where can he bring him? Maybe that's the problem?
Um, I look, I can't answer that question. But I do know in the old days there was probably a few backseat of the car stuff
Yeah, you
um,
would fuck him
with
anywhere, on the
you
side of a
guys.
dumpster, you know?
Yeah, I know. The days, it's very funny, Bob, because uh well, I guess you know this from the chat, but like there's so many young guys
Mm.
in the chat, and youth. I'm thinking I lived a lot like you lived with these circumstances and women and things like that. And I listen to these young guys and I'm like, they're mortified by that kind of behavior. You know?
It's okay.
Yeah. And I don't know how many friends that wound up, getting a blowjob from somebody one night and then dating them for the next 5 years or even marrying them.
No, I
Um,
mean, you would just usually get a blowjob and leave, and that's it.
well, if you could get them on the regular, but for some guys, it's probably the one and only time, right?
So has
Yeah.
Ray met somebody, but, like, has Ray ever, like, is there any word that it's, Sam Bibley, what's up?
Sam Bebley.
Uh, has he ever dated, like, has he anytime recent, like, have, like, a few dates? Like, even one date I'll go with. Has he had one?
Not that he's told me about. And I don't think so.
Yeah,
And he says pretty openly on his show that it's been quite a while.
quite a
So,
while. That's a weird thing to say. That's a long time. Quite a while is a
well,
long.
I'm also being a little vague because I think it was about a year or two, but it could be as much as 7. I mean, I don't really
Yeah,
remember because I'm not keeping track of
yeah.
his sexual behavior.
Send
But
Ray the link. We got to find this out. We need to know.
so I sent Ray the link
Okay.
for Saturday's show,
Uh-huh.
and got a phone call, and we had Christian Blatt on and Husey and whatnot, and I was asking Christian about Ray some question, and Christian kind of went off um, on Ray a little bit. And Ray called me up all pissed off. I know why you wanted me on there. You wanted me on
Oh.
there so this guy could go after me. And I'm like, no, no, we had asked you first. It was like Christian was like, he came
Mhm.
in later. And but it was he's just he's very like he really does think everybody's after him, you know?
Yeah.
And like out to get them. So it's hard, but and the story I've told 1,000 times, but which is my favorite of Ray. So I work in Queens. Ray was living in Queens. I said, "Let me take you to dinner." Um, so we meet. He shows up late. Uh, Not surprisingly, we go in. He has a
Mhm.
couple of drinks at the bar. Terry need $2. Ray deserves a sugar mama. He does. Um, but in any event, we go from the bar to
Mhm.
the table, and I order dinner, and then he orders dinner. Now I'm taking him out to dinner, right? And he goes, yeah,
Don't
and
work that way.
he had a couple of beers, and he's
Yeah.
like, I can't eat and drink at the same time. He
Yeah.
said, I
Yeah.
got to take a shit.
Is that
And,
why?
but the worst part is, Bob, he ordered his meal to go.
Yeah, that's what he's done that before. Like he can't. I thought he couldn't eat when he's because he can't chew or something. Isn't there
No, he's got to take a
something?
shit.
No, but he uses a different excuse. Like he has
Uh,
a problem chewing. Like he can't. Like he's gonna choke on it. Like it's a big dick or something. I never like. It's the easiest thing to eat. There's so many fat people in the world, but yet he can't do that.
I know, but I'm sitting there feeling like I'm like eating my dinner, and he's sitting there with a plastic bag on the table to go, and and obsessed because he was late and he's got a free show that he's got to do.
Ah,
And I'm like, I don't. He's like, I don't know whether I should do it or I shouldn't do it.
you
And
shouldn't.
I'm like, well, right, just enjoy your dinner. It's just another like it's a free show. It was at a
Yeah,
bar
yeah.
in Astoria, and he's like, oh shit, I'm on the poster now. I gotta go.
I'm on the poster. It's a free show. There's a reason why you shouldn't go.
I
You've been
was
doing this long enough.
Yeah, he does. But that's the one thing. I think the one place he feels comfortable is on stage. So as often as he can
Yeah.
get up there, he
I mean,
will.
that could be. That totally could be, but like off stage, you would say there's no way this guy could do this, but he can.
He
He does a
can,
good job. He does do a good job. I
except
mean,
in Pottstown.
well, yeah, I don't know. I was outside having a cigarette. I was out there having a cigarette with Shuli, and somebody comes running, like, they stick their head out of the door or something. They're like, "He's off stage," and Shuli takes off. He's like, "What the fuck?"
He got nervous. Not about performing, but about he thought he was being filmed, you know, and which he was. And
Mhm,
in the front, I don't know if you remember, it's a long time ago, but there
mhm.
was this group of guys in the
To the
front
right. When I
to
was
the
on
right, you're
stage,
right,
to the right,
to the
yeah,
right, and
yeah.
they wouldn't shut the fuck
And you
up.
hammer them. That's what I did.
And he was like, he was trying, they weren't letting him getting his stuff out. And then he was like, I didn't know about the housing situation or any of that at the time, but
Yeah,
he was pissed off about that too. And he's like, I'm not giving them my good shit. He did like 7 minutes. I mean, it
yeah.
was just like, Jesus
And the
Christ.
weird thing was, like, as of I knew, you know what I mean? Because I would put together the lineup and what people would get paid and that stuff, and like put it together kind of. And he was never. I was never told he was on the show, and when he hit me up, I go, I don't even have your name on a list, you know. And then he said, Julie told me to come down. I'm like, well, then talk to him. I don't
I
know.
look, you know, I was a big fan at the time. It was early in my Ray experience and stuff of you guys and whatnot. I feel like I really thought it was like a, yeah, come by if you're around kind of thing. You know, it wasn't.
Probably. I think it might have been that. You
And
know.
then, and he took that as an invitation, and then and then it went from there. But it was hilarious because you get all the trouble with the sound,
Oh my
right?
god.
Then Ray kind of bails out on stage, and like, and we're like looking at the stage, and you're going like, "The fuck now? Like,
Yeah.
what's the problem now?"
There's nobody up there.
So just it was
Mhm.
what a clusterfuck. But what was really interesting about that one was, and I had no idea,
Mhm.
like you guys kept saying Perry was going to be there, Perry was going to be
Yeah.
there. Um, but I had no idea really who Perry was, or that half the people were there,
Oh
more
yeah.
than half were there for Perry.
Exactly.
And it was like, so it ends, and there we've got the meet and greet, right?
Mhm.
Where you guys are standing around. Kumi is standing around by himself, and nobody
Mhm.
knows who he is. And you know, 100 people are cramming the stage to try to get to talk to Perry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, I was like, I had no idea who he was. And Perry's not a young guy, but it was all like the people in their 20s and stuff. They were unbelievably Perry oriented. They were just
Yeah.
telling us Perry stuff and
People
whatnot.
are very hooked on him, for sure. I'm one of them.
And Taz, the
What's up?
resident artist, joke. I finally made the show, Mr. Schmuel, Mr. Reverend Levy gang. This is our Taz, the resident artist. Uh, hey Taz, we love Taz.
Yeah.
Taz
Uh,
has done some amazing pictures.
oh yeah. I got some hanging up in the bedroom actually.
She did a really nice pencil drawing of my wife and I,
Yeah.
and funny enough, she drew a picture of me one night when I was streaming, and I was a bit frustrated, and I was laughing because I got it, I loved it. I showed it to the wife, and the wife said, "You never smile," and I said that to Taz, and Taz redid it with a smile
Oh
on it.
wow.
It was very sweet. So that's the
Yeah, I
I
don't think Pat's coming. He hit me up.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right.
He
Well,
fucked us.
he did. Sticking it to us.
Yes.
He's
God
gonna
damn
go, he's gonna go live. He's gonna
it.
go on Karmic.
Yeah.
He's out singing Ghost Party, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Taz, hit him up and tell him to come over for 15 minutes. Come on. Oh,
Yeah.
what time is it now?
It's
Did I fix it? Oh, no.
9:18.
Okay, he's doing something already then. I thought it was
Yeah, that's all right.
I forgot this clock changes itself. I'm not
No,
changing the other ones. I
I
like being part of that shit.
I can't. It's funny because I was going to invite. I'd asked Hughley to
Oh,
come on, but
okay.
it's like 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning there,
Yeah.
so I knew that wasn't going to happen. But have you ever met or been on with the Aussie guy?
No, I don't remember, but yeah, no,
No,
but yeah,
he's a good guy.
I know of him, yeah. What happened? Think he shit himself. God damn it. What's up, Big W? What'd you do? Now we got a show, baby. Now we go. Now we're doing it. Yeah, you really think so? I don't really think so. No, 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 really. Yeah, I know him. I met him. I think I might have been on a show with him. I'm not sure if I was, but yeah, I know of the Australian man. Sorry, I talked over you. Go ahead. Hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of people. Okay. Should we tell him, guys? Should we tell him? Your sound's not working. See, now we're having fun. See, this is how we do it, you know? This is how we do it.
They used to fuck with you like that,
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's
right?
been a little bit, yeah. Because I never knew how to do any of this shit, you know? But now I kinda learned it. Now you got, like it sounds like you're in a started car. You're in a driveway.
All right, hold on. We'll
Yeah.
get this all squared away.
Psych. I couldn't have kept it going that long, psych. I couldn't, you know? We're killing it. Everybody subscribe. Become a member. Come on, he's got 4 years to live if he's lucky. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see some super chats. Let's
Yeah,
see
you'd
some
be
red.
surprised. There you go.
Mhm.
Is that better now?
Yeah, it's perfect now. It
All
is.
right. One of my favorite things that they used to do to you
Mhm.
was you would start your show and they would tell you were muted.
Yeah.
And you'd start cursing and swearing at the screen that it didn't work, but we could hear you fine.
Yeah.
And that was,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was very fun. And now because I laughed, that's what happens to me. You know, it's like karma. So, did we read this one? Spaghetti Factory. Hey Buck, any
No.
advice for Scarlett Hampton?
Hampton.
Were
Well, yeah.
you were on Dixon the other night, right? When that was going
Yeah.
down, or
Yeah, that was, like, crazy. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's like, man, this is like I enjoy a simpler life, you know? I really do, because this is, like, all insanity. When I look at it from just seeing, like, Doom clips and
so
So
Joro?
Thorough he's gotta change that name. So Thorough Joe Burrow. I watch those clips, like, in the morning, and I'm like, "Fucking wow, this is, like, just a big mess of shit," you know, but I
e-
mean, I can see why everyone's tuned in. I definitely absolutely, see that.
I will say that every now and then I sit and think to myself, "What the fuck am I doing here?" Like, you know, and because I'll get caught up in like the most ridiculous or trivial things, and
It's
I'm just wondering, like, wait, what does this mean? You know, what
mhm,
what does this mean about me?
yeah.
Uh,
No, you get
like,
hooked in it. I can see why people are totally hooked on all the shows. I totally understand it, you know? I'd love to be in Enchanted Forest. Well, is that a gay offer? Let me know.
sorry. Shades Cal, I'd love to be in that enchanted forest with Bob. It's your background.
Oh, well, that one. Look, it is. It looks kinda gay. I mean, if you come in here, dude, we're gonna fuck, and you're not gonna escape because I know how to get out of the woods, you don't. So your ass is mine,
So
mister.
yeah, Bob will be coming back for seconds.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, you were in a like have you so you were you out of it, sort of not paying attention, or
Kinda,
um
yeah, for a while. I just started maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, like, kinda watching a lot of clips, maybe a little longer, but it's pretty amazing.
and
Mhm.
Jimmy I for $5. Thank you, Jimmy. Um Schmuel, tell Bob that your favorite films are Stepdaughter. Bob, I'll
Mm.
wait.
You like Perry. Perry's
Uh
like that.
which is?
He watches all the stepmothers, stepdaughters, all that stuff. 'Cause
Oh,
we look
really?
through his, what is that called? When he types it in.
Uh-huh.
So we look through the list sometimes, and it's just like one after another, like not even a minute apart, and it's like 50 of them. So
That's
it's pretty wild.
that is pretty wild. That was the
That's how he sleeps. He doesn't have sleeping pills.
so he uses stepdaughter or stepmom porn or whatever
Yeah,
to
that's all
fall
that he
asleep.
watches.
Uh, he, he is a unique individual. We have said that. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
So, guys, just a reminder, uh,
Mhm.
you can buy a membership and gift
Mhm.
memberships if you like. We've got super tips at supertip.gg/Buckman
Nice, you got
with
those.
voices and text. And I'm also have a Ko-Fi account. So let's drop those in.
What's a Ko-Fi account?
Ko-fi is a coffee. Some people say coffee, some people say Ko-fi.
Uh-huh.
It's like kind of like a Patreon, not really. It's more for like donate, creator donations and stuff. Um,
Nice.
I picked it up from Mersh, shockingly enough. Um, it it's like it's so interesting to me, Bob, because like I started doing this thing,
Hmm.
and some people have been on board, some people are not. Obviously, there's always the trolls, but it's like I'm getting like help from people around, like people that blows me away, like you know like Cardiff or Tukey,
Yeah,
like anytime I have a problem, and advice from those guys.
yeah. Hmm.
And contrary to popular opinion, I'm not a pay pig. I was not handing out 20s um in Atlantic City or Hackamania. Originally the story was Hackamania, and then I think it was Pat pointed out that like in a year and a half, nobody took out their camera, right? Like there was no video of this. So then it became Atlantic City, the most recent thing.
Hmm.
And then it went from somebody said it about me to I said it myself. So
Okay. Yeah.
I'm unequivocally saying I didn't, but that's fine. Um, and here we go. AB, do super chats go to pay the Pat Ray Pocket Money Fund? I think they were among the two comedians that I was actually handing out money to. I Dixon sent me a very funny
Uh-huh.
text about that, which was like considering all the shit that he and Ray go through, um, and the worst thing they're calling me is somebody who was giving out $20 bills. What do they think about them? Um, so uh, it was pretty funny. All right, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So I was saying I looked at the Otto and George. We were looking at Otto and George stuff, and we have some clips from Otto and George. We'll get there,
Hmm.
but I didn't know how you got into comedy. I always assumed that you were one of these guys that worked the sort of the circuit and
Yeah.
started with open mics and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, I did start with open mics, but I got in it kind of weird.
But you wound up with but from what I heard today, if it's true, you
Hmm.
were actually in the wrestling business of some sort,
No,
right?
I was doing that well after comedy.
Oh, okay.
I
And
was
then
like 34 when I started having fun.
okay, because the story that I was told is you were a wrestler. You're in wrestling, but you were sending jokes to Stern.
No, 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 not at all. I don't know where you got that from.
I'll have to show it to you later. There's this
Okay.
The story is that Bob Levy
Uh-huh.
was somebody who wrote in to Stern, or not a caller, but like wrote in, were
Hmm.
sending in jokes and things like that, and they liked you, and that's how. And then I remember I think it was Florentine saying he
Hmm.
would go to shows with you where you would open, but you would kill.
Open
And
for who?
well, back in way back in the day, like you would go up before them. Maybe opening's
No,
not the right word. But
no.
Florentine said you would kill. I've heard him say this. He
Yeah,
said
but
like
that,
you
yeah.
would kill, and it was like, what are you gonna do? Like you were a headliner pretty quick,
I was headlining it as soon as I got out of the open mics, basically,
right?
So that was like 2 years I did that. And I had like 25 minutes and I was headlining, and the other people had to do more time. But it was good. I didn't know the business at all. I got into it just to have a job, basically. I knew nothing about it. We used to listen to Jackie on Howard Stern, and I used to, in the bar we hung out in Staten Island, my job was to make fun of people we didn't know so they would fight us. And my friend said, you're pretty funny. You should try the open mic. And that's how we did it. I just put together like 5 minutes and when we added to it. And that's it.
Yeah. And for those of you that haven't met you, you're a pretty big guy, right?
I don't know what big is.
You're like you're
I'm
over 6 feet tall,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You you were a tough guy. I mean, you grew up. Let me put it to you this way: you didn't grow up sitting on the couch eating bonbons and watching TV,
No,
right? You
no,
were out there, um,
having
and
fun.
you've got some wild stories. All right, so the wrestling stuff was later.
Yeah, I've been doing it for probably 6 years or more when I did that. You know,
Terry Nee, Bob headlined for
he
Moses.
couldn't follow me even with that walking on water shit or whatever the fuck he did.
I was there for Abraham. I was there during the name change. Uh, so, um, but but you're tall. I mean, you're tall. And I guess what I'm trying to say is
Yeah, I'm sexy.
you're not a guy to be pushed around.
Well, I
That
will be soon. Give me about 2 years. Somebody will be pushing me around.
no, we'll all be there. But it was back then. I mean, you guys lived sort of a nefarious lifestyle to
We were
use it.
nuts. Everyone was nuts. We were drinking. We were on drugs. It was a hell of a life back then. You know.
Bo Beardington, Don and I thought Bob was supposed to quit smoking.
Oh, my man! Look, I'm starting tomorrow, so come by tomorrow. I quit on. Look, I'm enjoying it too much. It's not bad. It's like, look, if there was something wrong, I would stop. But they keep telling me good news all the time. So
Yeah, you'll be the one guy that lives to like 95, smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and you'll be used as the example for every smoker in in the country. And
yeah, but they'll just put my face on the box and say this could happen to you.
yeah,
You never know. But look, I mean, it to me, it relaxes me. You know, when I try to stop, I go insane. I mean, I'm talking insane. I mean, I could kill a lion when I'm not smoking for 4 days. That I'm totally out of my mind.
and you've never, but and you've tried all that other stuff, the nicotine gum and the
Everything. It just doesn't get you past where you're supposed to be. And Don Jr., I'm 6'1", Bob is 6 foot. Bite your fucking tongue, you fucking motherfucker.
well, he might be down to 6 foot.
I'm 6'1". When I got my accident, they put another inch when they fucking
They
fixed
get
my neck. I got an inch taller, okay? So I'm at least 6'1", you motherfucking liar.
I just remember being 5'9" at one time, and then a couple of years ago being at doctor's office, and the woman was like, "No, you're 5'8". You're five, and I'm like, "No, I'm 5'9". And it's just like I guess time and gravity take their toll.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I'm not John with the 5'6.5" or whatever the hell it is, you
It's
know.
amazing that you're arguing over a half. That it's there's not even I wouldn't even bring up size if I was 5'6", you know?
Yeah, not something you'd be proud of, right? Unless you're
Yeah.
in a room with a bunch of midgets, it would be like,
Yeah. But
fuck.
I think a lot of people are small in this, right? Kind of. Kevin's not, Kevin's like six
Kevin's a
two.
tall guy.
Yeah, but
But
most of
like
them are not.
Shuli's not that tall. I thought Rocco was like 5'9". But he says he's 5'11". Cardiff is a big motherfucker though.
Mhm. Yeah,
You
yeah. Oh
know,
yeah, he is. Yeah.
he's huge, and
He's about 7'2", I think.
it's just yeah, I know. But what about vertically? We're not,
He's a good dude, he
go.
really is. I really like him.
Yeah,
He's always been, like, so nice and shit.
he he's always been fun. I saw
Mhm,
him at Pottstown,
mhm.
and that's what those guys in the front that I was complaining about. That's what made me so nuts. Because Cardiff comes out, he's in his mask. I think he had the cane and the neck brace at the time,
Okay.
and he starts reading jokes off an index card, and I start realizing they're Chad's jokes, and it was the funniest thing in the world. But you couldn't hear him, and you couldn't get because of the drunks in the front, and that Soul Joe's security.
Mhm.
Ha, that was a waste, you
Yeah,
know.
there was nothing going on. I don't even think they knew what was going. They just let us use the room, it seemed like. It was not run right at all.
Yeah,
Not
it was very funny because like I went over and talked to the guy, security guy. Other people went over and talked to the security guy, and his recommendations were for us to move to the other side of the room. Uh,
That's great. That is fucking great.
so it's like, oh, well, it is what it is what it is. Um,
He's not a real bouncer. A real bouncer would have been wanting to fuck somebody up because that's how bouncers were back in the day. They got there just to fuck somebody up that night.
yeah, it was interesting. It was different than a lot of places I've been.
Hmm.
I will say that. And we also had who's it? Daryl Hall's mother. The memorial service was
Yes,
going on at the same time.
I was just gonna say that. It was like, man, did you guys see Daryl Hall? I'm like, no, man. Yeah, it's just so weird, right? Like there was two funerals going on. We couldn't get the sound going. Like that was 45 minutes to 50 minutes of, a crowd gets there earlier than the show, and it was just ridiculous to have them waiting like that.
Hey, look who's in the chat.
What's
Gina
up,
Lee,
hon?
Gina Levy, Gina. Gina's a doll. At Pottstown, that was where I met her,
Uh-huh.
and she was sitting in front of us,
Mhm.
wa- patiently sort of waiting and
She had
watching.
a chair there?
And yeah, she was in the she was in the audience with the schmucks like me. But and I asked, was like, I didn't want to bother her, And then I'm like, you're Gina, right? And she was like, yeah. And then the next thing I know, her and my wife are just chatting away, and
Yeah,
then everything sort of got started. That was the night when we did drive back to Jersey that night, and I just remember my wife telling me, "You owe me,
what?
you owe me." And now when I try to get her to go to shows, she'll be like,
No.
"Remember Pottstown?" She came to Hackamania with me. That was
Oh,
great. She
that's
came to
cool.
Atlantic City
That's
with
cool.
me. She went to see you at Uncle Vinny's by herself, and she went to see Voss at Uncle Vinny's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by herself. Because we have a place down there, and it was
Oh,
like, you know, because I go, I like to go down there and see Berg,
mhm.
right, and other people. I've seen some shit there, but that's
Really?
the way, it's the way it is.
On the
But
weekend?
not on the weekend.
Okay, you'll never see shit on the weekend, I would say.
But it's interesting how he makes money in that place, right? Where he does the soap opera
Mhm.
events, like
That's so weird. It's like, what do they do? They just talk to them or something? Like, I don't get that, you know?
You guess they just get up there and talk about, their character and their role and, you know, and they do well with them.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
some of them they have to move over to like whatever that is, the Algonquin Hotel or the Atlantic Hotel or something like that.
Yeah, he has
Um,
a big place there too. Not a casino, a theater or something nearby.
right. He's got the Algonquin I think is the theater. And then there's a hotel that they do it at
Hmm.
as well, which is really a big restaurant. And but uh do you remember the Looney Bin at all?
In Staten Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found an Otto and George clip
Oh,
of it. I
yeah.
don't know if I saved that one, but
That's where I
man,
met Pete Davidson there
what
when
really?
when he was like he must have been 16, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. He used
Was
to
he
come over
perf-
here all the time. He used to do podcasts. He used to come over like 2 times a week, at
does he
least.
s- does he did he was he performing at 16? I mean,
Yes, he was. It was amazing.
and was he always Pete Dave like was, you know, did you think that when you saw him you were like this kid's going places or
Yeah, I actually did, I did, and he had you know, when his father died in 9/11,
right?
that's going to open doors because people do, it gets you seen more with the right people, I think.
And
So,
now he's performing in Saudi Arabia. Um
yeah, he was at the
so
Knick game the other night.
was he?
Yeah.
You remember Yoshi?
Yoshi, the guy, he's not from here.
He's he lives out in California.
Okay, yeah, I work with him in Arizona. I know him. He's
Right,
really
right, right,
cool.
right.
I love him.
he tells the story because he opens for Russell Peters. So
Hmm.
they're all in Riyadh, and he meets one of the Bin Laden brothers. And I have to find it. I'll find it for you. But he tells the story of like he was sort of thinking like, is Pete Davidson going to be like crossing paths with one of the Bin Laden brothers? But they did. I guess they did keep them apart. Um, but Russell is apparently
Uh,
the guy is like an artist or something. I don't know exactly what he does. But then you
mhm.
find out that Bin Laden had 52 brothers.
Oh yeah,
So you know,
kind of weird.
yeah, it's just is it really a brother? And Guru One, NJ Ranger 201, flimsy makes me look tiny. Shades Cal, I'm average height, so I look down at Chad. Hey man, that was a big takeaway from Atlantic City though, was
But
meeting John for the first time and realizing how small he is.
yeah, he looks bigger on camera, I would say, than he does in person. He does look kind of, kind of small.
But isn't that like a thing? I mean, like
Mm.
a lot of these guys on film are shorter than you would think. Like Tom Cruise is what 5'7" or something,
Yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah,
So, and it's hilarious because if you ever watch some of the Bogart stuff, um, he was short
yeah, he's like a
too.
midget almost.
Yeah, and they used to like he would wear like they would do like wood cutout platforms that
They
he
used
would
to
tie
carry
to his
them around.
shoes.
I just seen a thing on that, and they would carry them around. A guy would carry them around, and then he would stand on it and uh, and do his thing. And they're like, "Go get the thing that makes him taller," you know?
Yeah, the height thing.
Yeah,
Claude Rains too was also short, and I was watching one of those
yeah.
films, uh, with stories, and they're like he would have like a platform or a ramp that would go up because the women in those days were always very tall compared to the men. So they would have them like walk to and then do a little camera angling so that when they got close together, they didn't look like the guy was like hopping up on a stool. Um,
It
but
was it was
was
weird.
all right. So this wrestling story really bums me out that it's bullshit because I was like, uh, basically, when I
Mhm.
put that together with what I heard Florentine say, I said, this Bob Levy just sort of appeared out of nowhere.
Everybody changes stories after the years, you know? It's like I remember them, I can tell you.
Yeah, no, I was reading one of, I don't, I think that was on a Why Are You Laughing episode of Blind Mike, but I also read a bio from a
Mhm.
couple of comedy clubs that they put up of you.
Really?
And
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know.
but them making it stern heavy makes sense, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Because
they're gonna do what they always did what they wanted to do, you know? Even if you just say, "Just do this, do that," they're never gonna listen.
it's like the headline writer, right? Like you can write the whole article and the guy can make the
Yeah,
headline whatever he wants. So,
well, that's what it is. They wanna go with, like, you either remember or you don't remember it. You don't really need to put everything in.
so when was Killers of Comedy? Was that post during Stern or before Stern or
That was Stern. That was, definitely Stern. It might have started in 2 like, I started in 2002, so it might have started in 2003, maybe, or 2002, we might have been doing it. It
wow.
was real early. It was
That's
like me, Florentine, Casey, Scott Demo, and there was another guy, and then Jimmy Graham would host it sometimes. Yeah, it was insane. They were all insane. It was a fun time.
and did you tour did you well, I mean you knew Artie
Yeah, we
obviously.
worked together a
Did
lot.
you work together with Artie and
Yeah.
about DePaulo?
Yeah, Nick did some shows too, Colin did some shows. Yeah, there was some big ones in LA with Fitzsimmons, like, there was all of us there, like, it was crazy.
Terry Nee for $2. Bob opened for Charlie Chaplin.
No, he opened for me,
Yes.
okay?
we yeah. Terry Nee's going for the age joke, and Bob squashes him with the "I'm a better comedian than Charlie Chaplin."
Yeah.
Uh, oh
He
man,
lived to be a long, a life. I didn't even realize that, I catch these old shows about, uh, all these old people die, like stars that were either rock people or whatever. It's like something graveyards, something I forget what it's called. It's on YouTube, but you just get hooked on it. You just keep going with them. They visit all these graves of people, even from the silent era, which was pretty cool because you learn about it too.
Yeah, Chaplin, I think, was like 90 when he died.
He died. I forget what year he died.
It was it was quite a while. It was quite a
Mm-hmm.
while ago, and
Mm-hmm.
but I was realizing when let me just let's put up let's take a look at
Mm-hmm.
Otto. So
Yeah.
the deal with Otto was filthy, right? Like
Yeah.
he was basically an X-rated comedian.
But he had a puppet, so it was like it just changes things for some reason. And look, man, it was like not everybody got it, and the people that didn't, they were the funniest ones to watch when he was on stage because they were just like, people would be totally offended, and it was like great. But the rest of the room's howling.
Yeah, that's what Tukey says that like people are like, oh, they want him to make a cameo for their kids,
Yeah.
and he's like, I don't know how I feel about this. You know, and
Yeah.
so let's add this to the screen. I'm gonna
Mhm.
put it up full screen so that
Mhm.
let's do it. Oh, Jimmy I for $5. Bob, great future with you and Schmuel. At least
Mhm.
till you start a month later. Later with a trip to Turkey with Schmuel for hair
Do
transplants.
you? Yeah, you want to go?
Not for the hair trans. I'm done.
It's not
I've
bad. I thought it was gonna be worse because I just see you with that, crocodile oldie hat, you know?
what I do take it off every now and then just to prove that I have some hair.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's good.
and the real reason why I wear the hat more than any other is because the lights bounce off my forehead and create a ton of glare. So the hat just makes it easier.
Yeah.
But for Bob Levy, I thought I needed to go with my head uncovered.
Yeah, it looks better. You actually, look about a week younger.
Well, I did also adjust my camera. And I
Yeah.
look, we're pretty close in age, but what do you call it?
How old are you?
I
How
don't know,
old are you?
64. Just turned
Alright,
64 in
I'm
October.
63, wow.
So there you go. And uh, if you were Joey C, we'd be having Social Security talk and how I say you can't live on it, and he was telling me the $3,000 a month would be life changing. So
Really? Wow.
there, there, there you go. Yeah. Let me put this full screen. I'm gonna put it behind us. I'm gonna run
Mhm.
the whole thing. I think it should be about 6 minutes, but actually, let me pull it down for a sec. So the thing about Otto is that Otto was he was an X-rated comic mostly,
Mhm.
right? Like he wasn't a clean act. He
No,
had the puppet,
it would
but
always say X-rated ventriloquist, it would say under the thing, and then his credits.
right. And
Yeah.
so then they did the Letterman. So this is back in 2018. Letterman had um, ventriloquist week,
Yes.
and Otto thought that they were playing be that Letterman was making fun of ventriloquists.
Well, yeah.
And so he had his appearance on there.
Yeah.
And Otto was not a guy to necessarily be told what to do.
Not, but
So
he was great on there. That's one thing, like, everyone was like, "What is he gonna do?" But then, like, I sent you a clip, which was funny, that he was doing comedy for kids, and how funny was that one?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god. It's like, one kid wouldn't shut up. I was waiting for George to go off on the kid.
He was what do you call it? But that was the thing. It's like Otto was a funny guy,
Yeah.
you know? And I remember shortly before he died, he was doing the back porch stuff podcast where he'd come out and he'd read the paper
Okay,
and
yes, yes.
right, and he had the paper. And
Yeah.
then you hear the story about Kumi saying like they'd be on a break and George would be reading the paper and it was like moving the dummy's head as
Yeah.
as if he's a and Kumi commented like, nobody said anything. Like this was like perfectly normal. Like George
Yeah.
was reading it. So here, let's put up the Letterman clip.
The thing about Otto, well, let me tell you, whenever Otto fumbled words or something like that, you would see the puppet kind of turn to him and then go, "Just spit it out, you fucking asshole," or something like that. And then it would set him up where Otto can come back. But the way that he did it, even if he fucked up a second, by having the puppet come after him, it was hilarious.
Yeah, and he was. He wasn't a. He was very funny. His ventriloquist skills, as in not moving his mouth and not seeing his mouth move,
That was, yeah.
that may not have been his strong suit. But there's no way that you finish watching him perform and don't think you just saw two people. You know,
Yeah.
like you really got like the puppet was a person, like a personality.
Yeah.
And he was funny because he would say things like, "No, it goes in a trunk in
It
the
does.
closet."
And he
You
would
know?
wrap it up like it was, like one of those women with the towels around their head. That's how he would wrap it up all the time. I remember what we used to do, after the show at Pips, we'd be like, "Hey, let's do some lines, right?" And he goes, "All right, got to take George home first." Like he couldn't sit in the trunk. We had to take him home, to his place. I mean, he was unique. He was definitely fun. He was quiet, more quiet than you would think, but brilliant.
And he didn't drive, right? That
No,
was he
no.
and was it Trish, I think?
Yeah, Trish, yeah.
Drove him everywhere. And
Well, he would have comedians do it, some of them wouldn't be funny, but you need a ride, you need a ride, you know what I mean?
how many of those trips were you on?
I don't, you know what I mean? I don't remember, like, being in a car with him unless he did a show on Staten Island. I had him come to Staten Island because he was from Staten Island too. So it's hard to figure it out.
I was doing open mics at Stand Up New York at one time, and I just remember one of the bigger comedians who's I remember the incident, but I don't remember the guy's name. And I remember him said he had a gig in Jersey, and he asked one of the other open micers if they wanted to go with him. And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Because I thought I thought the open micer sucked. Like I was bad. I thought this guy was significantly worse.
He probably
And
had a
then,
better car than you.
and that's exactly what it was. I used to I was riding a motorcycle in and out, and this guy had a car, and that was basically what I go. Wow, I wonder what like he sees in him, and it was like automobile, you know. So there
You
was
got heat, we're going to Jersey.
that's it. And there were some pretty funny guys back then, but even it's interesting. It's the same thing here, right? You're at the bottom of the crab pot, and they're
Mhm.
still fighting each other.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Oh, no,
and
it will, it's a team. Like, comedy's kinda weird. It's a team until somebody starts doing better or whatever, and then they get mad, it seems, and it's just a weird business. It's very weak.
and and the pie. This is I kind of keep trying to say this to people. The pie is plenty big for all of us to eat.
Mhm.
You know, you don't have to like. Don't spend your time trying to knock somebody else out. They're not your competition.
No,
You
I
know.
would help everybody out because it didn't matter to me. It was like, I didn't look at it like somebody's gonna take my job, I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah, because if you live your life looking over your shoulder, you're gonna wind up living in Cape Coral,
Yeah,
drinking yourself to
or
death.
you're gonna have a sore neck, and everybody knows
Yeah.
that sucks.
All right,
Yeah.
let's pull this over and start it up. Words. Can you hear that?
Mhm. Can you make it bigger?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Nice.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I just hope to God you don't curse.
No, I'm not gonna curse. Happy Valentine's Day. And look, I got a big heart on. Would you like to touch it?
No, thanks. Just take this off here.
Yeah, you look good. Nice shirt. I didn't know Ted Bundy had a catalog.
So, what do you got planned for Valentine's Day?
Well, me and my girlfriend like to eat, you know, so I'm gonna take her to a nice restaurant for a romantic candlelit dinner, followed by a smooth elevator ride up to the room, and then I'm gonna watch the Letterman show.
Well, of course.
Yeah, and as she talks when it's on, I'm gonna crack her skull open with an ashtray.
That's when they had it.
Romantic. Just don't curse.
Yeah, I can't curse, but Entertainment Tonight could show Britney Spears Velcro when she's getting out of the car with no underwear on.
I can't believe we're here at the Ed Sullivan Theater. This is just amazing, the history here, you know? Elvis Presley, Jim Morrison.
Yeah, both dead. Speaking of dead, are they storing the bodies in here? I'm freezing. It's freezing in here. It's cold outside. This gig sucks.
All right.
Oh, my God. The Statue of Liberty has the torch under her dress.
All right.
Ventriloquist leak.
Yeah.
You know they're mocking our profession? Yeah, Letterman over there, the skinny guy. Looks like Audrey Hepburn.
No, he looks good.
You should eat something. You can afford it. Have a gyro, pal. He looks like he should be a bouncer at a salad bar.
All right, that's enough.
By the way, I liked you in Cabin Boy. That was your best work since Mork and Mindy. It's like De Niro without the talent.
All right, come on.
Paul Schaefer. Yeah, he looks good. Your barber called. The turtle wax is in.
All right, stop that.
Does your head slide off the pillow at night? He's like Letterman's puppet. Who's working your head?
All right, be nice, George.
By the way, I drive a taxi here in New York. Anybody recognize me?
Hey, George, have you ever had anybody really famous in your taxi?
Yeah, I had former governor of New York, Pataki, in the cab. What kind of name is Pataki? It sounds like something you stepped in on the way to the car, you know? Hey, that's Pataki. Walk around it. Hey. Mommy, I made a Pataki.
Who else have you had?
I had McGreevy, the governor of New Jersey. I made him right up front. He ain't sitting behind me.
Why don't you leave him alone? It's an alternative lifestyle.
Yeah, right. Being Amish is an alternative lifestyle.
All right.
What did the black lesbian say to the white lesbian? You the man!
All right.
Man.
Hey, George, did you see Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah?
What'd you think?
Loved him, hated him.
All right.
You know the original title of that was A Fistful of Testicles?
All right, no way.
We gotta hurry up. We got 4 minutes and they're throwing us out of here. Try getting in this building tomorrow, Geppetto.
All right. George, do you like plane travel?
Oh, man, it sucks. Every time I get in an airplane, I'm never sitting next to a cute girl. I'm always sitting next to some old guy that wants to talk, you know? Where you from? Where you going? Where am I going? Look at your ticket. That's where we're all going. Oh, man. I'd like to sing a song for Valentine's Day. This is the love song from the movie Jaws. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to.
Good crowd, right?
Yeah, and Sonny Bono's a good skier.
All right. I love Jaws. Jaws was a great movie.
Remember the opening scene in Jaws? This drunk girl goes swimming naked. I'm drunk, get out of the water! Ah, get out in! And then you hear, da-dun, da-dun, ah, come on in, the water's great. Dun, 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 ah, doesn't this broad hear the music? Get out of the water, that's shark music!
All right. Hey, is anybody here from New Jersey? New Jersey?
Kill yourself. What a polluted dump New Jersey is. No. New Jersey, where a fart is refreshing. Seriously. Here's a poem I wrote about Jersey. It's called Pollution.
It's a poem. Go ahead.
I shot an arrow into the air. It stuck.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
He killed.
He did, and
Yeah.
but he really was sticking it to Letterman, right? Like,
Yeah, and you could see the crowd wouldn't laugh at that as much when he was going after Letterman. And he never, you know what I mean? Like, he was one that would never wait for the applause to totally take over the room. He'd cut it off. And usually you would wait for that, but it's like you have to keep going for some reason. You know, he was so unique. So unique.
he I was didn't I mean, he had a bunch of issues, but there were like things where he would say he wasn't feeling it and just not show up.
Well, I don't know if he didn't show up, but he would walk off stage. He would walk off after, 20 minutes or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, it was his rules, you know? He's
Yeah,
like, "Fuck those people, they don't deserve it," you know? He was, very honest about what he did, you know?
it's such a funny guy. I have
Mhm.
another one we could play on a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
him on Morton Downey Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Which is another one, and then the X-rated one. I don't know where I did. I'm not seeing the one with the
Oh,
kids.
the porn awards, right? The kid one? I sent you the kid one too. I said,
Yeah,
"It's for the kid,"
yeah,
I'm doing it with the kids, I wrote next to it.
yeah. I got. I know, but I
That's just hilarious because to see him in front of that audience, like, I thought it was fake. I really thought it was fake.
did you? But he was such an interesting guy, and
Mhm.
Trish. I mean, look, it can only go on for so long, but Trish really kept his stuff. He kept him alive. Kept him
Oh, yeah,
alive,
yeah.
kept him out there after he was gone, and it was very
Right.
sweet.
Yeah.
You know,
They were good together, and, yeah, he would cook and that stuff, and, like, he was just a home buddy, after a certain while.
he was he was a very funny guy. I have another one
Mhm.
that's not Otto and George, but I saw this and I thought, well, um, Mister, you're kind of famous in the roast circles, from what
I
I understand.
I used to do it, it's
What?
like it's all hit and miss, especially if it's in the daytime. It's like, no, like on Howard, it was like ridiculous to get up at like 4:30 in the morning and start driving over there, and
Yeah,
you're
no.
out all night.
What? But this one. Hold. I have this roast of Jim Norton that
Oh
you
yeah, that
that you
was that at
that
Caroline's or something? I don't
I
remember.
think this one was at Caroline's. Let me take
Mm.
this down here. And but this was you back when you had more hair and it was
No, it
dark
was it
and
was
it was
black. It
and
was
it
it
was
was shoe polish, as Artie would call it. Like, it
darker.
it it didn't look to me when I looked at it, it looked perfect. And then when
It's
I
like a
s
fat girl in the mirror though.
yeah, it's like
Jim
weird.
Norton. I love
Yeah.
this fucking man.
Sorry.
I just didn't fucking, I don't know what I was thinking, This was, probably a lot of drugs back then, a lot of drinking, a lot of everything, I guess.
We all had our youth, but it is kind of fun to look back at this time and think about the shit that you
The
did. But
youth, I was fucking 40 something.
well, considering where we are today, that's our youth. That's like I called somebody a kid, and people are like, I'm talking about kids, and I'm thinking like 30 years old, 35 years old. That's a
Yeah,
kid to me. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's
you're right.
it's terrible. And but well,
Man, look at Jim Norton. He looks like a hobbit on chemo. He got that haircut because his dad served in the military. Listen, stupid, your dad fought in wars. The only thing you fought over was a hooker over $50.
That's true.
If you don't know already, Jim loves fucking hookers. Can you imagine having to fuck Jim Norton? It must be like hooker fear factor.
Oh, there's Colin.
yeah,
Colin.
Colin's great.
Can you imagine Norton and a hooker in a room together looking at each other? I bet I know what's going through both of their minds. I hope this filthy fuck don't give me AIDS.
There's Ross.
Ross and Geraldo?
Geraldo, yeah.
Hey, boss, Gary Coleman called. He wants his fucking suit back.
Oh.
Fuck you, Colin. You put Maurice on more than me. Fuck you. Patrice O'Neill. If you don't know who Patrice O'Neill is, that was an accident, but I said meal. If you don't know who Patrice O'Neill is, he's the black guy on Tough Crowd that don't shut the fuck up. Not to be mistaken by the other guy that don't shut the fuck up, Judy Gold. That fucking stork. I'm not saying Patrice is fat, but his shadow weighs 250 pounds. It looks like somebody glued the cast of Roots together. I love you. Stay seating. I'm not a chicken wing. Look at the size of him. I didn't know watermelon had that many calories.
That's when I wore a real leather jacket.
And we have Colin Quinn here. I love you, Colin. Colin went from cable TV in the 70s to cable TV today. The only way you'll see Colin on NBC, CBS, or ABCs these days is if he rapes somebody. Colin has the delivery of a stroke victim. I've been following Colin's career since the beginning. Thank God I didn't have to go too far. They have his biography on A&E this week. It's called Going Nowhere, the Colin Quinn story. I love you, fuck. Colin is on Tough Crowd now.
Did you guys at the time know that like Quinn was going to be who Quinn became?
Who did he become?
Like Colin Quinn. I mean, he's got his one-man shows and books. He's on Broadway.
Yeah, I was talking to him a few weeks ago. I love Colin. Colin's one of the best that's ever been in the business, all around. You know, as a person, as a stand-up, as anything. He's just great.
And he's hilarious. I mean, when they used to get him in on O&A, those were some of the best shows.
Oh yeah,
right.
No doubt,
And
no doubt.
you know, when they would get you in before you were banned from the building.
I was never really in there. I wasn't really allowed to go in. I don't remember I was in there with Norton one time just hanging out way at the beginning. But then, like, it was all calls, I believe.
Yeah, I guess it was. Well, I'm listening on the radio, so what do I...
Yeah. No, I wasn't, I was banned from the building after a while.
Yeah.
You see, it's good to calm down after a while.
Well, you had a fight with a woman out front, I think, was the story.
No, they said I beat up 4 security guards.
Oh, is that what it was?
Happened, and I lost my mind because it was to keep me away from going over there, So it was just bullshit, and I bought it. I took the worm on the hook, and yeah.
But it's kind of like going back to you're a big guy, like you're a tough guy too, and you really did feel like you were getting fucked over, right?
Yeah, and I was insane. I was insane back then. So yeah, I did things that I shouldn't have done, but hopefully you learn by them.
Big W. I had forgotten about this. Bob used to go back and forth with Lady Di and Marion.
Yes, that was, I don't know how that came. I don't know. That came one time, and then it was like everything. I'd be ready for them. And then I played Paul McCartney one time because he was in the building. And he goes, "I can't believe it's you." I go, "It's me, you fucking guy," or whatever. Yeah, it was just, it was fun. Like, that was different. Like, Howard was more scripted almost. Like, you would have a list of what you wanted to talk about or what's going on. And then he would like kind of have that to go in between. O&A would just be walking in, like how Kid Chris was too back then, where it was just insanity.
And you don't have to answer this, but was Opie as much of sort of a spike strip as they make him out to be?
I didn't notice, you know what I mean, back then. I didn't notice. I was just calling in, and I didn't see no problem.
There's a
Everybody's got to be different. You know what I mean? You can't have three Anthonys. You can't have three Nortons. You can have three Opies. It doesn't work. But you
right.
have to have that guy that does like what Anthony does, what Jim does, boom, 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 and Opie would steer the ship.
Right. The problem is when the guy that steers the ship thinks that he should be performing in the theater. That's when you have the problem, right? And so, but there's a great uh, clip, which is just audio, but it's
Hmm.
I think it's you were in the studio, and Otto comes in, and Anthony wasn't there. It might have been Voss, and Anthony wasn't there, and Otto makes a joke about something being horrible, like the days they do the show when Anthony's not there,
Oh,
and Opie gets just hurt, you know.
wow.
But yeah, it was very funny, and I swear, Bob, it was you, but it could have been Voss, but it was I just remember it being like, no, that was funny, and uh, Opie was like, "You're giving them a viral clip." He was very upset.
You can't care about anything, when you're on the shows because it's like you have to go as far as you can to have a good appearance when you're on, Opie and Anthony or Howard. You would just, you had to open up. If you didn't open up, there wasn't much to work with.
I was much more of an O&A guy than a Howard guy, which had more to do with I was listening to them. I started like when they were on NEW. So the problem is with Howard, I would get into my car and he would start a commercial. And by the time I got to work, the commercials would still be going.
It was long.
And I'd be like, I can't, And look, the breaks that they did were long too, but it was just like this is like every day,
Mhm.
every day. Although I will say that I did find out that my therapist was arrested for molesting a minor on the Howard Stern show. So,
Is that when you used to dress up as Angus Young? When you
no, it was Robin was doing the news,
Mhm.
right? And she's like, and another priest was arrested for child sexual stuff or something in Queens. And then they read the guy's name, and I'm going like, geez, that's my therapist's name.
Jesus.
But my therapist's not a priest. Well, it turned out that he had been. And that's how I was like, well, this is the news. This is how I found out.
Jesus.
And the guy's still with us. He's like 80, but he's like a registered sex offender.
Do you still go to him?
Yeah, right. So the guy, here's the my favorite part of that story after the Robin stuff is, let me take this down here. Let's get us back,
Okay.
move back to the thing. No, my favorite. So I was seeing him, and the way it would work would be like I had a copay and that shit to pay,
Yeah.
right? And he wasn't the greatest record keeper in the world.
Mhm.
So I would owe him money, like at the end of the period of time, he would get his reimbursement from the insurance company. He would tell me what he would owe. Anyway, he gets arrested.
Okay.
I never see the guy again. He goes away. I think he did like 5 years or something. And he goes away and like
5 years. What were they, ugly kids?
Oh man. They he got like it was crazy. Well, he would never plead, like he was eligible for parole at some
Mhm.
point, but he would never admit he did anything wrong.
Okay.
He always claimed he was helping them. But in any event, he calls me up and I'm like, I was like creeped immediately. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy calling me? He's like, you owe me a debt. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, you owe me a debt. He wanted me to pay him for like the copay that I owed him from like, 5 or 6 years before. And I was like, you really are fucking nuts, aren't you?
He needed lawyer money, man.
And then, yeah, it was the last I heard about it. Well, in a way, it was wild because this guy he had done really well, like in real estate, and he owned all this property, and he had rentals, and he was making money hand over fist and lost it all. you know, and they made him remove his hair club for men, and he's got like the bald poster, and it's you know, and he's still in that list of registered offenders, but he'll be there forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's take a look at one more of these, and I'll let you get out of here.
I just told Pat to come by. We're still here because I don't know if he's done. He was doing something, but
all right. Well,
we'll see.
Because I'm not in a rush. I just don't want to abuse getting one of the people I never thought I'd have the luxury.
I mean, I'm having
honor
fun
of podcasting with.
It's good to just talk and to talk about Otto. You know, is always wonderful.
So I'm gonna put up the. Hold on a sec. Let me just stop that. I want to put up the Otto Morton Downey clip because that was because this was like Otto. There was he was like an X-rated comic, but he knew how to like get right to the line and not cross it.
Yeah, and Morton Downey back then was like, this was the show everybody watched. This was like, what the hell's going on? This was the beginning of this craziness, right? Was it? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah. It was TV like you'd never seen TV before.
Yeah, it was like you would have Jews and Palestine people together. They would be fighting, and they would have who is it? Ennis, that guy that.
Yeah, Roy Ennis.
Ennis punched out. Yeah, he punched somebody else out. Like this was like insanity back then, and you can still see them, I think, on YouTube. These clips, whatever. It's like Morton Downey was insane.
He was, and later on, the poor guy though, it was a gimmick, and he didn't really build. I don't know, maybe he thought it was going to run forever, but he didn't plan for his future at all. And he wound up in the San Francisco airport cutting his hair and drawing a swastika on his head.
Are you serious? I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't remember that? Oh,
no. Did he say that somebody did it to him?
So it said somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. He said somebody
he did it himself. That would have been, that's like, okay, I fucked up a little bit. And Al Sharpton on there. It was just a fucking crazy fucking time. But to say that somebody did that, he was the original scammer besides Brawley, Tawana Brawley back then.
Right. You look at Al Sharpton nowadays, right? And what do we remember? You and I remember the tracksuits and the big metal.
Oh, he was fucking huge too. He was fucking huge.
And what an amazing guy that he got away with. He was under investigation for taxes and had a fire at his location. Still owes a shit ton of tax. Got away with some criminal charges. Still owes a shit ton of taxes. Never paid them, and is making boatloads of money at like MSNBC or whatever. So he was one of those guys. He was paid off to shut up and go away. But now he's like a respected elder of the community.
Sure.
Amazing shit. All right, let's take a look at this one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You're a great crowd.
Hi,
Pal. Nice shirt. Where'd you go? Assembly? All right, take it easy. It's great to be here tonight. My name is Otto. This is my partner, George. How do you feel tonight? Hey, I got to work with a hand in my ass. How should I feel? Thank you. It's really nice to be here in New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey, where is refreshing. What are you talking about?
Look at these people.
Yeah. Thank you. If you car in Jersey, they roll the windows up. All right, stop that.
Can you believe that they beeped out fart?
Yeah, fart,
right?
Yeah. Oh,
But listen to what comes up that they let in, which is
what year
funny.
was this? Would you say 1988?
I think 88. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never mind that. Thank you. Thank you. You deserve me. All right, come on now. Don't worry, guys. I'll get you later on. Look at these three losers. All right, come on now. Let's all go to Macy's and some mannequins now. What do you say?
Oh my God, you don't care now.
George, there are girls right here.
Hi, girls. I got a log in my underwear.
Stop that. Be nice to them.
Girls, are you into wood? What the hell? I stay hard when I'm drunk. Hey, don't you wish the girls on the party line look like these three? It's a dirty lie, the party line. 20,000 guys to one fat bitch in Queens.
Compliment to them.
Yeah, you can't say fart, but you can say and you can't say jerking off, but you can say fat bitch in Queens.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that you know, those three girls, they only liked him because he said they were hot. You see, they hated him before. You see the pictures of them? Oh my God, they hated him. It's just brilliant.
He really was. He really was. I think there's just a couple of seconds left, but I think it's worth watching.
Yeah, I tried phone sex and I got caught in a 9.
All right, George, that's not very good.
Take it easy now. Look at these guys. They haven't been since the Whiskey Rebellion.
All right, George. Don't insult people.
They know you're talking. They're gonna... Thank you. Quiet down or I'll devane you with a clam knife.
George,
No. Thank you.
thank you. We're from New York City, by the way. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. I drive a cab for a living. See if you recognize me. I was reading in the paper today, a 4,000-pound white polar bear killed an 8-year-old black kid, and Al Sharpton says it's racially motivated.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Is that good? Thank you.
So good.
It was so funny. You
Oh
know?
yeah, he had some like the great adventure jokes that he did about like, you know, it was just so brutal there. Like one of the rides was sliding down a razor blade into a brick wall, swinging it.
Oh, was that Action Park?
Action Park, that's what it was. Action Park. I think it was, one or the other. It was just so fucking funny.
Action Park. Is this the one? All right, let me try this one. I think this is the one with kids. But we'll give it a shot. And sorry, I'm a little.
That's all right.
Well, you know it's hilarious though, Bob. Is that every time I make a mistake, it's with the tech. It's boomer, boomer, boomer. You know, but all these other guys, all they have computer issues. You know, somehow when you get past 50 and you make the mistakes, it's like you're a boomer. And that's why you've got a problem. But for them, they're allowed to have their mistakes.
Exactly.
So, goddamn kids. Get off my lawn. And it just, sorry, I'm trying to figure out which one this is here. There, I do have it. We're going to find out because maybe it's really filthy and, maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is the one with the kids, and this is pretty quick, actually.
Is it? No.
No?
I don't think so.
All right,
Because he was like standing in front of them.
Was he? See, I thought I had it open. Let's give me 1 sec
That's
here.
right.
Let's just
Yeah,
see
it
if
was. I had it marked like that one was the only
No,
one.
I know you did, and I downloaded it. But then when I went to go check my,
I don't even know what comedy club that is. I can't see it, but
I don't need. It's so old. It's hard to see. I have an issue that my. Oh, you know what I can do? I can do something else. Hold on. My keyboard isn't working. Because
boomer.
I know, because I'm a fucking boomer. Oh, here we go. I got it. All right, let me just move it over. Oh, this is right. This is the one with
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, hold on. Turn on some sound here. Let's pull it back. And I know this is like torturous for everybody.
No,
I
it's
apologize, guys.
yeah, they don't. Nobody can notice
Yeah, right.
it.
They,
That's
you know,
good.
you look, you've learned the lesson. These guys notice everything.
You got it. Yeah, you just gotta have fun, man.
You know, they notice everything. So, and
This is
no small comment goes unnoticed.
no.
You know, that's the best part. So, I may not have loaded this right, but we'll do the best we can here. Actually, you know what? I gotta hold on. I gotta do it the right way.
Oh, you have to go to the main one first and then make it bigger, right?
Yeah, it's just it's me. It's not them. It really is. It really is me. But no, I was putting it in the wrong. I'm using EV Mux or
Yeah.
EvMux, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I use that.
And it's not as intuitive as I would like it to be. But there we go. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Wasn't he good, Tom Derry? Yeah! I should be sleeping. Let me see. Okay, there's one leg. All right, George. Hold on, George. We're back in school now. All right, here we go.
Oh, God, my eyes are tired.
Oh my God! Stop that!
Oh,
Stop
my
that!
eyes are
Stop that!
tired.
Oh my God! Stop that! You know what he's doing?
What's that?
You're not gonna know at all. He's doing an impersonation of me because I would go to. I go, "Hey, how you feel?" I go, "My eyes are tired tonight." Like Norton does it. My eyes are tired. And he used to go up and like do stupid things, get there early, they feed you and stuff that I would say. Like, oh my God. That's him and Norton would do things like that on stage for no reason.
The whole deal was back then. That was part of the funny was you don't pick on each other with like inside jokes that nobody would get, and then later on you would hear about it and it would be hilarious.
Yeah. Like Norton and Florentine, we were going to a hotel one night, and I would always say, did they sit up front there? The girl goes, she knew we were the comedians because we would check in, and that's where the comedians would stay. And Florentine goes to the lady, goes, if they sit up front at the club, and she goes, look, I don't know, I don't. She goes, but do they sit up front? And he's like, and she's like, look, man, I don't know. I've never been there before. And he just keeps pounding. Did they sit up front? Fucking
It's Matthew's birthday.
Hey, Matthew, how are you?
Don't be scared. I'm just going to brush his hair out a little bit here.
Looks like Matthew.
Ow! Easy with me. Sorry. Ow! What are you doing? Sorry. Ow!
You hurt me.
Sorry.
All right.
You hurt me.
There you go. Let's do it a little gentler.
That's much better.
All right. All right, so what did you kids learn in school today? Did you learn anything? No? What about you? Did you learn anything today, George? What is the definition of bacteria?
It's the rear end of the cafeteria.
He's killing.
What was King Louis XIV responsible for?
King Louis XV.
Matthew, it's your birthday, right? And how old are you? He's 4.
He's 4. When I was your age, I was 5.
So, George, you want to tell him a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I drive the taxi. Do you kids know what a taxi is?
Yeah.
See if you recognize me.
And now, I haven't performed for children of your age in a long time, but I remember...
Brush his head again.
Brush his hair again?
Okay. All right, just take it
Brush
easy
his
this time.
hair
All right.
again.
Ow! I despise you.
That's okay.
It's hot in here.
Now, when I used to do shows, I used to hypnotize George. Do you kids ever heard of hypnosis?
No.
George, are you familiar with hypnosis?
He was married to Jackie Kennedy.
No, that's something else. Okay, now George, I want you to stare at the edge
I
of
heard
this brush.
I heard
Stare at the edge
Otto
of
bang
the
that
brush.
lady.
The
That
brush.
was-
Got it? All right. Follow the brush, okay? Following it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, there it is. Same brush. Yeah. Same train going back.
There it is.
I got it. All right.
Now your eyes are getting sleepy. You're getting sleepy.
Yeah, I could use a nap.
All right. You're getting sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Okay,
But
he's under.
he's here.
He's under. No, he's just the guys now, George. Okay. Now when I snap my fingers, you're gonna wake up, and you're gonna be in a room full of children. Okay? Ready? All right. Okay, we're up. All right. Yeah.
Okay, on the way. All right.
Okay. Now that's Matthew. And what's your name?
Elliot.
Elliot. And your name?
Yeah. Ty.
And your name?
Caillou.
Are you?
How much do I owe you?
And your name?
Diane.
Okay. Work the room. All right. Turning killed. All right.
What is your gift?
Matthew.
Vernon stole my itchy hiney joke. I was gonna close it out.
All right. It's okay.
Nice jacket, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you like this outfit I got on? I had to mug a midget to get these clothes.
And who likes pizza?
Yeah!
Who likes ice cream?
Now some parent would be writing home offended, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Look at
they-
the guys. Look at the guy in the back. Look at how high up his pants are.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not normal.
And the guy also too, I don't know if you can see my mouse. This guy, he's like helping George out with jokes.
Yeah! Okay, we're gonna have pizza flavored ice cream. How does that sound? Yeah! Tom, how about doing a trick involving George? Because I'm out of material.
Definitely, stay there, stay there. We're gonna do it. George and I do a trick together. Stay there.
Yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
clap for George. Stay
Let's
there.
hear it, Tom.
This will be cool. We're gonna
I'm
do it.
allergic to monkeys. Two.
Now, George and I, we're gonna do. George, could I have everybody? George, could I have a magic word? George, a magic word.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know who the guy was who went up with
I couldn't
George?
see him that close. Like, if it was blown up, I could see maybe, but it was hard to make him out from there. It looked
Yeah.
like every Guido from,
It's
late
again, it's
80s.
the video is also not like in the greatest resolution either.
Well, he was doing a kids show. I mean, I
No,
never.
no. I mean, I'm just saying it's.
Hey, don't
it's,
knock it, motherfucker.
It's not you're blind. It's that the resolution wasn't great. I was
Yeah.
trying to blame me for you not being able to see it.
Boomer.
But thanks for going along with it. So the one thing I do got to tell. George, Otto, and George, he got to meet John Lennon, right? He used to perform at the band shell, and he met Lennon. But do you want to tell the story of him and the Puerto Rican guy in Central Park?
Well, the guy, he pissed off the guy.
Yeah, that guy.
And the guy stabbed the puppet with a knife. And
'Cause
like Joe Conti tells the story where he goes, all these comedians say, yeah, I was at that club. It wasn't at a club, And like there is a documentary coming out on Otto and George that we did. And it should be coming out soon. We probably did it last year. And they had like David Copperfield. I think Bobby Slayton was early. They sent me a video of the earlier people, but they were really cool. And I think it's going to show a good look at him. It really is.
Yeah. So the funny part of that story, which I want to emphasize is, so he's in the park and Otto's doing his jokes and they're racist and the guy comes up, he doesn't stab Otto, but he stabs the puppet and he keeps stabbing the puppet. He stabbed the puppet like he was going to kill the puppet to kill the racist. And it's and Otto has some comments about his intelligence level, but they're There you go. There you go with that.
But
All right.
his puppet at certain times was like the face was all like broken. It was kind of like put back in and looked like it was glued. It looked like it was through shit for sure. But it
And
was funny to see.
yeah, it's funny. Don Jr. says Patrice announcing Bobby Slayton is hilarious. I have not. I can't tell you I didn't remember the last time I've heard of that Bobby Slayton's name. So
Hmm.
and but I was in Vegas a few years ago, and he was at the Hooters casino. And I really felt bad for him because they tore it down a couple of months ago. They're going to put the baseball stadium there, and it was the fucking place was a disaster.
Really?
Yeah, by the time I went, last trip, not last trip to Vegas, but about a year and a half ago, the last time I went over there, it had become like an OYO hotel, and it still had like a Hooters casino or something. But it was really bad. It was old wood paneling, lots of black electrician's tape all over the place. But Bobby was long gone from them. And here's the question. You knew Patrice. You did the
I met him a few times. It was always nice, you know.
he was a good guy. Leo Gunn.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the big NPR doc on Ray being bullied by Scheckler.
What is it?
This guy Scheckler,
I remember him.
right? Well, he went after Ray, and he started making all the videos. You remember the videos he was making of Ray, and Ray being like a sexual predator and all that stuff, right?
Murderer.
Well, it started with the murder, and then it started with Ray creeping on girls, and it got really out of hand, you know.
Wow.
And Ray was losing his mind over it. But somebody had told Ray that they were going to do an NPR documentary on online bullying, and that he was going to be the subject, and they were focusing on the Scheckler thing.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I don't think it actually was. I don't think it was real, Bob. Yeah.
So you're 50 years old, and you got bullied online.
I think he pinned it because that's what I kept saying to him. I go, great. It's like 50-year-old men being bullied online is not really a topic that NPR is interested in. But yeah, and then it turns out that Scheckler was disappeared in a larger scandal involving some of these people. And so that was the rumor. That was, and I'll send you a clip of it, but a few weeks ago I was on Ray's show, and Ray was he wanted an apology from TSN for that whole incident, for all the Scheckler stuff.
I mean, it was kind of funny at the time, right? I mean, it was good videos. It was like, but it was make believe, you know?
Well, yeah. The problem is that Ray didn't get it. That's why the guy was disappeared. But we'll go, yes. R.I.P. Franklin. So it was.
Ray killed him too. That would be the greatest story ever. After he puts out his thing of him killing all these women on I-80, Ray ends up killing the reporter.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't it be like wild though if like one day Ray, who's this innocent, who we've all made fun of, for being goofy and stuff, really was the I-80 killer?
I mean, he's got the look. He's got everything that, I mean, that's the guy that would be starring in the movie, right?
Oh, he's always got clean clothes with him.
Yeah. He's always doing his laundry. I see him taking out his basket all the time.
Can change anytime,
He's like fucking Superman if he had like a compulsion to be in different outfits all the time. He would go to a phone booth with his fucking clothes and change before he murdered.
Do you remember the guy? I think the guy's name was Owsley, big LSD guy on the West Coast. He was one of the first guys that was making LSD. So he used to Tide liquid, or laundry detergent liquid,
Sure.
resembled LSD a lot. And he used to always carry, because he got tired of keeping it in small quantities, and he used to carry around dirty laundry with him and like a big gallon jug
Oh
of
man.
that, and that's how he was making it and selling it,
Oh
and
Jesus.
get pulled over by the cops. He got pulled over, he said, a bunch of times, but never dawned on them. So I'm
Nah.
thinking Ray's got his tubs of dirty laundry and a jug of bleach,
Bloody panties.
bloody, you know. Well, she was, it was a thing, officer. So, but well, you do have all your laundry with you, so I guess it's okay. You know, what's going to happen is he's going to get older, and the cops are going to figure that most of the people he should be with are postmenopausal, and those stories won't fly anymore. But
You have to bury their walker with them.
there you go. All right, man. I think it's we should wrap it up. I don't want to overdo you. What's the Bob Levy? What are we going to be doing soon? I saw you doing shows.
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit, not much at all, but I'm going to be doing like I do the Levy verse thing. We just go and have fun, fucking bust balls and have a good time. That's it.
You're enjoying life, though.
Yeah, totally.
I,
Have to.
knowing you're coming on tonight, one of the first thoughts was when I went outside this morning, I'm like, it's fucking cold and Levy's pool is closed.
No, it's not.
It's not? You still got it open?
I'm still hoping I'm going in one more time. I am. I fucking love it. And, I'm out there running with the dogs. Like, I'm sitting there. They bring the ball to me and I just throw it and then they bring it back. And it's like that. To me, that's enjoyable.
And since we lost contact with you, how are the dogs doing? Are they trained now, or they still as crazy as they were?
Well, I mean, they're normal, but they hate people. They hate anything. If they see somebody, they're not happy with them. But they're good. They're good.
I have the world's cutest dog. Loves people, but hates other dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Except looks really cute right up until the moment he takes a bite out of one of them.
Yeah.
And nothing makes me crazier than I'm out walking the dog and I'm moving the dog away from oncoming dogs, and people are like, "Oh, is he friendly?" And I'm like, ask that question before you bring your dog up to my dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get all pissy. Like
I mean, they go for walks once in a while, but they do the running in the yard. They play all day. I'm out there a lot with them in the day because they just want to play. They'll wake me up in the morning with the fucking ball. Like, let's go, motherfucker, get up.
Have you taken them to the beach at all, or?
No, they'll kill something. They don't like people. They really don't.
We were at the Jersey Shore, and from like October 1st or something, you could bring your dog on the beach. And
Wow.
my dog loves it, but again, it's really stupid. He's a little Shiba Inu, about 30 pounds. And he goes running to the water because he's fascinated by it, but he doesn't like the water.
Yeah.
So he's there, he's challenging the ocean, and then the minute his paws get a little bit wet, he turns around and runs
Take
back
off.
up
Yeah.
to the beach. I took him to Atlantic City with me this year, but
Nice.
you weren't allowed there. Did
Yeah.
you? When that happened, did they ban you, or did they just ask you to leave?
I think they banned me.
Really?
Yeah. You get trespassed or something.
Yeah, that's no. I didn't know whether you. I didn't. I mean, I know what I was there, but I didn't know how they responded to
I
that.
could probably call them and I'm sure it'll be fine, But what are you gonna do?
Am I in that black book Joe Pesci was in that movie?
Now that they can find you just going in with the facial recognitions, whatever the fuck it's called.
Everything, and it's almost impossible to like get payouts or anything. Like if you're going in there with cash, like if you don't give ID, they'll only let you bet a certain amount. It's it's crazy, but I did well at Hackermania. I managed to win $3,500 in a bubble craps machine.
But then you gave it out to everybody in 20. So
Right. That's the whole deal. That's so it's like, on the one hand, I'm a miserable prick with a gambling problem.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm also standing around handing out 20s. It's got, it's like got to be one or the other,
Yeah.
So just pick it. And Terrible Tony, white. The Sheba is white. The Sheba came to Atlantic City last year, but he's 12, and he'll be 12 in the Super Bowl. And we'll probably bring him to Atlantic City again this year. And Bob, it was really great to see you. Thank you so
fun.
much
This
for
was a lot of
doing
fun,
this.
brother.
And I'm around if you need me or want me. And
Yeah, definitely.
that's cool. And we'll get you one night. We'll put you and Pat together. And,
Yeah, he just got busy. He had something he had to do at 9. So, and he's
yeah,
probably
because
later.
it was unexpected. I hadn't asked him anything until today. And
Mhm.
so, I didn't. It's funny, but and like I said, Hughley,
Mhm.
I thought of, but I seem to have handled it okay myself. I didn't
Oh
feel
no,
bad
you
too
did a
much.
great job. You did.
Well, if you saw me Saturday, I was like, what do you call it? Deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
I'm like you, pal. I had a migraine that I just gotten over. I was tired, and I didn't know what was going to happen. So, because with Hughesy, I never know, and
Yeah.
he was drinking, and so
Why is he not?
so he doesn't drink that much anymore. So he was like all excited to drink, and then it was supposed to be. I said, who do you want as a guest? And he's like, I really want one of them Schmuel interviews. So I'm like, okay, great. And then the day of, he's like, we could get this person, we could get that person.
Yeah.
And I started bringing people in, and I'm like, I just didn't, I was lost. I had no idea like what to do. And, but luckily I had Christian Blatt on, professional
Nice.
podcaster and stuff. And those guys handled it. And I got a lot of shit for not knowing what I'm doing. And I just said, hey, man, when you got the stars on, you just let them go.
I think I seen that. They said you just sat there.
Yeah, you don't, you don't get in the way.
Yeah.
Right? So
Still a good show,
I enjoyed it, and Husey is just a very funny guy.
He is.
And he just pops in with the comments, and Christian was great, and Ashley, I think, is in love with Husey, as are most of the women that meet him.
Okay, yes, she definitely had that look that she was dying laughing at everything he said.
And you're so funny. You just have the best sense of humor.
And she was like looking at him and like hiding her face, like a kid,
I know. At one point, she went to adjust herself, and I'm like, "Please don't pop anything out. We can't take this." No. Anyway, good night, Bob. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon. And chat, guys, take care, pal.
Take care.
And that was a lot of fun. Thank you to Bob Levy. Thank you to all the people, the super tippers, and Leo Gunn. He's not that funny. I had a good time. That's all I care about. I think he's pretty funny. I want to pull up one thing the other night. I said I was going to open with it, but I didn't get to it because I got here a little bit late. But and we can talk about the J-Mo and Ashley thing for a couple of minutes if you want. But if anybody was here Saturday, I haven't been able to track it down, but there was a $5 super chat. I think it was from Permaseal that said that Big W and Husey should start a wrestling podcast. And pretty sure that we put it up. And if you didn't, if I didn't, I apologize to Mr. Permaseal, but thank you for having done that. And I think that would actually be a great idea. And Guru and J-Mo is going to jail. No one's going to jail. It's all good. Terrible Tony. I'll have to rewind. I will too. I haven't had a chance to get there, and but I was laughing because I was told earlier. I get offers of advice, and one of the offers was to turn off the DVR, and I'm like, huh? And to be honest, I didn't realize that was the rewind. But I guess you could watch it in replay. I don't know how that works, but I thought it was pretty funny. And so, Guru One, they are as intelligent as each other. I don't know, Guru. I don't know what to say to that. And in any event, yeah, I listen. There he is, Big W. I don't know shit about wrestling. And Hughesy's like a savant with wrestling, and I'm with UW. I don't know a goddamn thing about it either. So there we go. Leo Gunn, someone's going to get jammed up messing with Ash. I happen to agree, and I told her to stay away. Like, be careful with these guys. Like, let's we don't want this shit getting dangerous and out of hand. But my gut tells me that a lot of people that are befriending her are not friends, and that there's something heading down. So the one thing about JMO I will say is that he may be wrong, but he's a straight up guy. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything behind the scenes, which I have a feeling that some of the other people that are trying to befriend Ashley are, but that you can only point things out. Terry Nee is a DVR like a VCR. It's a setting in YouTube that allows people to scroll back, or to go in time. Like if you watch Melton, you can't do a replay. Some people say it's so that the chat stays in tune with what's on the air, and other people say the real reason is because it fucks with people trying to stream snipe it, because they can't stop the broadcast. So if it's going through and you're stream sniping it, you have to watch it as it goes through. So there you go. AB Mo is acting really goofy. His 24-hour countdown shit and trying to act like final boss. I don't know about the other. Tony, I'll get back to you in a second. I don't know what you mean by trying to act like final boss, but I think he overreacted. And I think what happens is that when we do this, we expose buttons that we didn't even know we had or didn't know were exposed, and somebody accidentally hits them, and then we go off on it and we look like a complete asshole. But Mo is J-Mo is a big boy, and he'll take care of himself, and hopefully I suggested he just apologize to Ashley and move on, because I think that's all that's necessary. Schmuel, have you watched Frankenstein on Netflix yet? Not the current one. There's a new one. But no, I haven't. Should I? Tell me. And has anybody seen Pluribus on Apple TV? But I don't. To be honest, I really don't watch a lot of TV. Like I can't think of the last time I've watched a TV show. But that's because I've been doing this, and I'm amazed at how much time it takes to try to watch clips and keep up with stuff. AB Mo is acting very dramatic and like he was a villain in a movie, which is FB behavior. Yeah, you know what, man? But he's not wearing like a goofy helmet looking like the Star Wars kid from the 80s, So there we go. It's better on the big screen, but still cool on the tube. Well, when is it from? What are we talking about? Cigarette Jones, FB's a young guy who's trying to learn his way in the world. Listen, Cigarette, I agree with you that he's a young guy, and I think he may be trying to learn his way in the world, but I think he's making it more difficult for himself. So, there we go. Yeah, Sam Bibley, Cigarette Jones, thanks, Siggy. Got a new one coming soon. Sam Bibley is essential to keeping up with what's going on in our world. I like Sam's technique, and somebody said about him, he always makes it about himself, and it's not. My view is that when Sam does like the super chat or something, he's getting an answer to a question that he wants, and so we find out about whatever it is on purpose, not accidentally, and the response is clearly stated. And I think Sam does a great job with that. So there you go, Haas. And I hope you forgive him, maybe. Bibley introduced me to Schmuel Talk. All right, guys, unless you got any other questions, here's the plan. No show Thursday, because I'm going to see The Outsiders on Broadway. Gift to the wife. My presents, not the tickets. And I will probably be back on, I think we're going to do Friday. And Saturday, we may redo a 5 o'clock stream and see how that goes. But it won't be like last week where I was gone. I was getting overwhelmed with all this stuff, and there were too many fights going on, and I just needed to take a step back. And anyway, I really, really, really want to thank Bob Levy for coming on. It's at Levyverse, at Sir_Levy on Twitter. It's in the my dog has just decided to crawl up on the couch, and the cover that I have to keep the dog hair off the couch, he's treating like a cat, trying to pump it up. So yes, stay gold, pony boy. And that's it. Anyway, Chad is great. Siggy Jones, the best mod in the business. We're lucky for him. So thank everybody for being here. We will see you soon. Grab a membership if you can. And if you can't, just give me a like, subscribe, do all the things.